hello, hello. I know this might be a bit loud. Hang on. Hello, hello, hello. That's probably not quite as loud. Oh dear. Sometimes I turn the volume up, sometimes I turn the volume down. Who knows? Yes. No cam today. I've been pretty sleepy, Katie. Also had like a bit of a headache. And stuff. Well, hello in the chat. Thank you very much for the raid, Starly. We're going to be getting a look at some more Amiga stuff today. I hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully I'll be able to make it to the stream, but who knows? So before we start, I don't really have much to waffle about, but I do have a new song. Does anybody want to hear a new song? Is everybody ready to hear a new song? Excuse me. Nobody's ready then, that's okay, but we are going to be having a look at this magazine here. It's what's it, issue 66, December of 1994. So we're going to be seeing what the Christmas #1 is going to be. Yeah! Wow. Cool. Seems to be a little bit of a delay on things. Can we wait for Starly to come back? So I was wondering if Starly was going to be busy and stuff like that. I don't know. I tried to vamp. My brain is not, 100% at the moment. As I said, slightly tired. Bike safety wraps. I don't have any bike safety wraps. Chaos. I considered maybe I'd do that, but then I thought, me trying to think about lyrics for something about, safety in traffic is not something that I really want to be thinking about at the moment, if you understand. Yeah, that is kind of where I am on that, really. So yeah, please West, or let me know when Starly comes back and stuff. Maybe someone said they couldn't. Someone said, well, whilst we're waiting for Starly, actually, Chaos, I found a thing that you might be interested in. It's not in the magazine itself. It's on this website that I found out, because obviously we normally look about what happens around the time that the issue was released. Obviously this is December of 1999. Now Chaos, can you tell me what happened in December of 1999? You might know a thing. And I'll give you like 10 seconds or something like that. Because this is, I'm going to bring up some behind the scenes stuff. This is one of the websites I look at to see what happens. And if I bring this up, maybe something will catch your eye about what happened on this day, and maybe something might align with your interests slightly. Maybe there might be some person that's being featured here that you might recognise. Indeed, Jim Baker. December the 1st, American televangelist and convicted fraud. I like the way they write that. American televangelist and convicted fraud is released from jail. So yeah, this is when they let him out, Chaos. So there we go. That's a bit like of a behind the scenes kind of thing there. So I thought you'd like that, and whilst you were around, I thought I might let you know. But yeah, so is Starly back yet at all? because I have a song which I did a slight peek behind the curtain, but not too much. But is everybody who wants to hear the song gathered around and stuff like that? I know I didn't like preempt it, tell everybody that I had a song, but it's like, hey, I have a song that you can listen to. Gosh, I was trying to vamp a bit here. Whilst we're waiting for any reply and stuff like that, we can also have a look, because we've also got the Amiga Format back to the full haze. I don't know what that means, but we also got the backstage thing as well, which came with the subscriber discs and stuff like this. So I don't know if there's anything interesting in here, but we can have a little look through here whilst we're waiting. So see, they're just like saying, please go to our website over here. Full gaze behind the curtain. I am the gay behind the curtain. Hello, Starly. I have a song which we can listen to. I was just like trying to vamp a bit whilst we were waiting. I don't think there's anything very interesting here. You heard, indeed. We will get on to the rest of the pages then, but I want to keep people waiting in suspense here. So, I mean, unfortunately, because I don't feel awake or well enough to have the camera up, I still have a tiny bit of a headache. I took some paracetamol. It really didn't help. So it's only tiny at the moment, no, so maybe it did help some. Anyway, I have a song. Let me find the music player thing. Yes. Yeah, no me trying to dance around, but then maybe it's best this way. So please enjoy a new song which I call Frog Boss. hello. Somehow I put the thing into a group. That's not supposed to be into a group. Can I ungroup the thingy? I seem to have made a mistake here. Oh dear. Maybe if I click on this. I've messed the thing up. It's okay. Don't worry about it, everybody. It won't affect anything, I hope. But I hope you like the song. It's Frog Boss. So yeah, we have no further thing to mess around with here. And so we can get on to almost looking at the magazine. So yeah, December of 1994. So what was the hot hits of December of 1994? Let us check and find out what the Christmas #1 is going to be. So we have here, well, Stay Another Day by E17 has popped to the top. As I said, it kind of had a bit of a Christmassy video to it. So there we go. And Let Me Be Your Fantasy has dropped down. E17 said, no, we will not let you be anybody's fantasy. Get down. But yes, oh, look. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Is this, I don't know, when was that actually released the first time? Let me just check here, just to make sure. All I Want for Christmas Is You, not Justin Bieber. What? Hang on. All I Want for Christmas. No, not the film. Gosh dang it. Why does there have to be so many things? Let me find the original here. And just some kind of link here which tells me when it was actually released. It was released in October of 1994, so this is the start of it, everybody. This is the start of it. Wow. When this song will never leave us alone now, and this is how it started. Whether you see that as positive or negative, that is up to you. We have Boyzone with Love Me For a Reason, Let the Reason Be Love. I think that's the way that went, didn't it? Wakefield with Another Day. I don't know that one. Obviously, it's not Saturday night, so yeah. Oh gosh, Cliff Richard with Phil Everly. Oh gosh, from is that the Everly brothers who did? I can't think of what they did. But yeah, All I Have to Do Is Dream. Indeed. EYC, One More Chance. Mary J. Blige, Be Happy. Joe Longthorne and Liz Dawn, Passing Strangers. Indeed. Rolling Stones, Out of Tears. Optimistic, Nothing But Love. Perez Prado and his orchestra, not orchiectomy or anything like that. With Quaglione, maybe? I don't know. Brandy with I Wanna Be Down. Motorhead, Ice-T and W. Crane with Born to Raise Hell. I do not. Off the top of my head at least. Primal Scream, I'm Gonna Cry Myself Blind. Where are we? Re-release with Chanel with One Man. Stone Temple Pilots, Interstate Love Song. Well, you just have to be disappointed. We have Captain Sensible with the Hokey Cokey on the Have a Nice Day record label. We have Roach Motel, Happy Business and Wild Love. Kim Sims, I Must Be Free. Nootropic, I See Only You. Some Kylie Minogue, Confide in Me, we saw that before, didn't we? As We Speak, Love Me For a Reason. Okay, maybe there's, because that was the Boyzone thing, maybe this is a cover of this song here. Didn't know that. An original Flying Picket with Under the Bridge. Do you think that's a Chili Peppers cover? Interesting. Master Boy, Feel the Heat of the Night. Black Lace with Bullshit, okay. Don't know, the Cuban pianist who's extremely influential to Mambo. The amount I know about Mambo, I missed all the Mambos up to number 5, I have to say, unfortunately. But anyway, we saw Black Lace there. We saw Sandra Bernhard with You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. The You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. Fake Mambo fan, I know. Oh no, I'm being shunned. We have Willie Ninja with Hot. Warren G and Nate Dogg coming back with Regulate, but not regulating hard enough, it seems here. Paul Young with That's How Heartaches Are Made. MB featuring General Levy, Incredible, and that's what we've got for here. And then we go to next here. Stay another day, still staying another week on the charts here. Indeed, chaos. And we had the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with Power Rangers coming hot in number 3. Could that possibly become the Christmas number 1 here? Let's see. We also have Bon Jovi with Please Come Home for Christmas, obviously directly targeting Christmas here. Rednecks with Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? And all that business. There we go, yep. We have Madonna with Take a Bow. We have M-Beat featuring Naslin with Sweet Love. We have Michelle Gale with I'll Find You. Sweden. Yes, I think they were a Euro pop band, weren't they? And I probably just know that from the same thing that you possibly know that from, which is, was it the Todd in the Shadows one? I think he covered that. We have 2 in a Tent, When I'm Cleaning Windows, Turned Out Nice Again, is that? Okay. 2 Thirds with I Want to Be Alone. Black Duck, Wiggle in Line. Okay. CJ Lewis with Dollars. Indeed, I know the classics. Bomb the Bass and Spiky T with Dark Heart. So Bomb the Bass, who we know from contributing to the soundtrack of the Amiga with Xenon 2. Mega Blast. There they are, coming at number 35 with another song called Dark Heart there. We got Joe Cocker, Let the Healing Begin. Body Count, Street Evil. Indeed. Jimmy Page and Robert Plant here with Gallows Pole. Weren't they... Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but weren't they Zeppelin? Was that a different band I'm thinking of? And if it's just them, they just call themselves just them, and rather than being the whole band. Anyway, moving on, we have Mike Oldfield with Hibernaculum. You probably do. Eric Idle featuring Richard Wilson with One Foot in the Grave. So our non-UK viewers might not know about One Foot in the Grave, but it was a television show. That was Zeppelin, thank you. A television show featuring Richard Wilson here as basically an old guy being an old guy. It was a sitcom about an old guy. So yeah, and it had the themed song, maybe written but definitely sung by Eric Idle here, which went, well, I might as well face the truth that I am just too long in the tooth, and stuff like that in Eric Idle's accent, which I probably didn't do very well there. But anyway, so yeah, they're coming hot at number 50 on the charts is the One Foot in the Grave theme song. Now, I only know part of it. I don't know what the full song would sound like. I'll do great. I'll do fantastic. We have Lee Kwan with I Need a Man. We have Bill Whelan with Rhythm of a Dance. We have Lonely Clark with Love's Got Me on a Trip So High. Also, possibly something which hasn't been rendered correctly, or Yes No V, or I don't know what this is supposed to be, but whatever, however you pronounce that, with Chocolate. And Tonya Dantzler with In and Out of My Life. Centuries, Point of No Return. Enjoy with Papillon. Oh gosh, MC. Oh no. Oh gosh, really. I think maybe this is like an international game show format. We call it Supermarket Sweep here. I don't know what people call it in other countries, but basically people go through a supermarket and just like grab things off the shelf in order to like win prizes or win whatever they've grabbed off the shelf. I can't remember exactly how it went, but yes, one of the presenters, I think maybe the only presenter, I don't know, but the presenter I remember at least was Dale here, who's Dale Winton, and so listed here as MC Dale and the barcodes. Oh dear. So I can't even remember what the Supermarket Sweep theme song would have been like, but yeah. And we have Spearhead with Of Course You Can, Public Enemy, I Stand Accused, and What Kind of Power I can't read the rest of that. And supposed to know the cost of goods, and whoever spends the most wins. Okay, there we go. See, I just don't know the right things here, do I, Chaos? We have Red Dragon with Brian and Tony, compliments on your kiss. We have Shane McGowan and the Popes with The Song with No Name. Michael Ball, Wherever You Are. Heartbeat Country with Heartbeat. Is that the... Oh, it probably is from the... This is another TV show theme, I think, coming on here. Which goes, heartbeat, why do you miss when my baby kisses me? And stuff like that. There we go. Hustlers Convention with Just Can't Give It Up. Pulse with Move remixes. All for One I Swear. She's Jealous, Best My Loved. 2/3 I Want the World. Basic Element with Touch. Moist with Push. Darling Love, All Alone on Christmas. Oh, somebody trying to get a Christmas number one here with coming hot in at number 95. I feel sorry for them. Marusha with It Takes Me Away. PJ and Duncan trying to pop it back in here, but not looking like they're doing so well. Okay, so the next one. Oh, we're going up to the 24th. Okay. So we won't find out what the Christmas... Well, maybe this is going to be the Christmas number one, because they're not going to do it after Christmas, are they? This is going to have to... This will be what the Christmas number one was, because obviously if it's like 25th or after, it's not going to be officially classified as Christmas number one. So yeah, this would have been the Christmas number one then. Stay Another Day by E17, kind of like sneakily getting in there really with the... only slightly Christmassy themed video for that. But yeah, oh gosh, oh no, it's Zig and Zag again. Them girls, which I do believe went something like Them girls, they all love me. Zig and Zag, I've mentioned Zig and Zag before. If you can't remember, they were puppets who were on a breakfast show here in the UK, and they also had a show on our version of MTV. And yeah, there's that. There's Eternal with Crazy down here. There's not a lot coming in because obviously it's the Christmas week here. Strike with You Sure Do. Robert Palmer, You Blow Me Away. Carpenters, Trying to Get the Feeling Again. They've got some re-releases and things here, but Biter Grove with Love You're Sexy. ... Is it, are they just kind of missing out a word here from the title, or did they do that intentionally? But interesting. So you have PJ and Duncan up there, and then Biker Groove. I'm sorry, I misread that. Throwing Muses with Bright Yellow Gun. I have half an idea. I've heard of that before. Let me see what else we have. We have Stabs with Joy and Happiness. Oh gosh, Yushin and Nina Cherry releasing 7 seconds here. It's a good one to re-release. Unfortunately, they didn't get too high on the charts here. Chris Rea, Tell Me Is Heaven. Some other re-release. Oh, Mr. Blobby. I'm so glad Mr. Blobby did not pop back on the top. You see here. They tried to get Mr. Blobby back to the top here, but no. Mr. Blobby was denied. He was Blobby blocked. Oasis with a re-release. Sting E17 with another song here, as I say, Steam. I did a cover of, I kind of played a little bit of it before. We have Soft House Company 3 with What You Need. We have, somebody trying to get a Christmas one here with Yuletide Outlaws with Ho 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 Down Xmas. I don't know what that's trying to say. We've got House Traffic with Every Day of My Life, Formula 7 in Ray Keith, Daybreak, and some Madonna coming back in, Dig, Unlucky Friend, and yeah, what was the aftermath after Christmas? We're going to land on the 31st, aren't we? Yeah, so we don't get to see into 1995 here. But Stay Another Day stayed another week on the top of the chart here. All I'm of Christmas, as you see, we managed to fend off Mariah from the top spot, and she's been hanging around ever since. Whatever with Oasis here. Yeah, I'm free to do whatever I. So we got that one. Obviously it's new, so they weren't aiming for a Christmas number one here. Hello, Destroy. Nice to see you. So yeah, they weren't aiming for a Christmas #1 here, but there they are, popping up near the top of the charts. Unfortunately, they can't stop the Christmas rush on Stay Another Day and All I Want for Christmas Is You here. Let's see. Not a lot of new releases actually here. In fact, nearly no, got a re-release, but wow, no new one. Oh, a bunch of re-releases, but no new ones. So I think, you know, the week after Christmas is a time probably when people aren't buying a lot of records and things like that. But look at this. Oasis were the only new one on the chart, and they popped right up near the top. Of course, they couldn't beat the Christmas ones, but yeah. So Oasis were feeling very bold releasing at this time of year, I feel, and that boldness, you know, mostly paid off. So there we go. So yeah, that was what was on the charts here. What else was happening in December of 1994? Well, we had a PlayStation console being released. I don't know if this will actually catch on or anything like this. They apparently had aggressive youth marketing. Let's see. Yeah, it was released on 3rd of December 1994 in Japan. So this is what we're going for here. We can see like dates for other places here. In the EU here, we had to wait until September of 1995. But yeah, in Japan, it was released in December of 1994. So yeah, it obviously was quite a big hit. And oh yeah, it was going to be a thing for the Super Nintendo, wasn't it? An add-on for the Super Nintendo. It's a very yellow-looking Super Nintendo. It was going to be an add-on for that, but then Nintendo were like, maybe not, and Sony was like, fine, we'll do it anyway. We'll do it better. Yeah, here's a bunch of people. Was it Michael Jackson? Attention of Sony conference was bolstered by the surprise appearance of Michael Jackson. A showcase of highly anticipated games including Wipeout, Ridge Racer, and Tekken. So yeah, those are the big ones I remember from around that time. And obviously, like, I don't know, many of those series still going on. I feel in some way they are, but yeah. So the GPU, sound processor, a bunch of stuff in here, and then some re-release ones here with an LCD screen and stuff. And yeah, the original non-DualShock controller over here. We can look at this. Where are the little joysticks? And yeah, but there we go with that. And Pocket Station. I might have seen something about it, but a Gun Con. By Namco, apparently. Okay. The Gun Con. Oh, dear. What a name. Legacy. Yeah, Legacy. What are we on? PlayStation 5 at the moment? Yeah, so... Gosh. But there we go. We had the PlayStation releasing there. What else was around? December 1994. We had The Need for Speed. I believe... some people watching may be fans of this series. Yeah, but this was when the original The Need for Speed was released here, or Road and Track presents The Need for Speed. So there we go. North America, December 1994, on the 3DO. Yes, the 3DO there. It was a Philips, wasn't it? 3DO. Just a 3DO company, was it? I thought it was. Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. But yes, The Need for Speed with its flashy graphics, as we can see here. Anything else? Oh, look, there's a car. Ferrari 512 TR. It's one of the 8 cars. Amazing. For people who can answer, do we have a stars around, by the way? Because I know she'd be interested in that. We also have the Three Gorges Dam. Now, I know very little about this dam, but it was apparently opened, or no, construction began December 14th, 1994. So there we go. Three Gorges Dam in China. Yeah, sort of here. That's okay. Because I have a couple of other car things coming up later, which you might be interested in. But yeah, what I wanted to show here was you've got like environmental impact. There is like erosion, sedimentation, landslides, waste management, forest cover, wildlife, terrestrial impact. It's just, yeah, it's even though it's a hydroelectric dam and you think, oh, maybe it'd be like actually good, to produce energy cleanly and whatever. There are other environmental things to consider when constructing something this big. Here, because you can see basically they've just like completely changed the landscape around here. They've changed the level of the river either here or both places, and obviously things will get like backed up. The water will get backed up here and there'll be less water here, causing all manner of problems and stuff like that. So yeah, you've got to be very considerate of the environment when you create something like this. Also, Netscape Navigator. Hope you like my dam. I built it. You built it, did you? Very good. 15th of December 1994, 27 years ago. Gosh, make me feel old, why don't you? And final release was 14 years ago in 2008. But yeah, Netscape Navigator, this brings back memories. Look at this here. So let's go back here. But yeah, Netscape Navigator, the business demise of Netscape is a central premise of Microsoft's antitrust trial. We should go back to Netscape, yeah, and then Netscape succeeded by Netscape Communicator Suite. Netscape Communicator source code is based on Netscape developed Mozilla application suite. Now I did use Mozilla as well. I think I used Netscape here, and I used Mozilla, and then I went on to Firefox, which I currently use. Obviously, this is not what you're looking at here. This is Edge at the moment because this does the PDFs the best that I can find out, but or in the way that I like the PDFs being shown. So this is why I'm using this here. Anything better than Netscape syntax? Yeah, well, this whole section might possibly be against that. It returned in 2007 when AOL announced version 9. Indeed. AOL maintains a Netscape website as an internet portal. Of course they do. There we go. Oh, gosh, look at this. Mosaic Netscape. This Netscape handbook. Fantastic. What else do we have here? Rise of Netscape, the decline, usage share of Netscape Navigator, possibly, most likely, due to Internet Explorer and stuff like that, and legacy. But yeah, as I said, I use Firefox. Yeah. And because I did use Mozilla before and Netscape previously to that. So that this is when Netscape Navigator was released. Remember, obviously we've been talking about the Amiga connection to the internet and stuff like that. Then this is what the general PC connections to the internet looked like at this time. So yeah, very early stuff. And AOL, Style does AOL, but yeah, I think America Online here was actually the internet age is what we've got here. So obviously they were founded way before in 1983 here, starting off as a different company. Here we go. Control Video Corporation, then Quantum Computer Services, then America Online. So the internet age here we see. Yeah, I'll have to just search for 1994 here. So here we go. Discontinued Q-Link and PC Link, whatever that was. And then we move on to the America Online 2 software of Microsoft, 1994. So yeah, what I was looking at pointed me towards, this America Online starting their, giving out lots of discs and CDs and things at this point in time. So yeah, there we go. Pop that off there. We also, here we go, stars. This is one of the car things I was talking about. We had the Austin Maestro, Rover Maestro, MG Maestro, produced by British Leyland here. I think it's up to Rover Group up to, it says 1995 here, but I think 1994, it's obviously popped up because it said 1994 on my thing. But this is like the end of production for this particular car here. So yeah, they possibly would have said, yeah, it's finally year 1994 here. The Jim Rover documentary man owns one of these cars. Nice. So here we go. I mean, you're probably very interested in looking at the pictures here. So here's one of them here. Stars probably appreciates this more than I do. But this is oh dear. This doesn't really look like an embarrassing car. I mean, there's a possibility that it might be uncomfortable because of, you know, advances in seating arrangements and stuff like this. But yeah, I won't focus too much on the cars at the moment because obviously, but I thought you might want to know that. And there was another one here as well, which was the Austin Montego or Rover Montego or MG Montego or whatever it would be called here. Same thing. Sell people in their car snobbery, oh dear. But yeah, phasing out of production in 1994 as well, I think, here. So this one, I don't like the colour of it. Maybe it'd look better in a different colour here. What have we got? Oh, we've got a long boy one. Sorry if you can hear some shouting outside. I think somebody's talking to somebody in one of the other flats here, and they just like to stand outside and talk to the person in the flat and shout at them. Yeah, this does look better than the brown one did up there, and long boy version here as well. This one looks like it's got a lot of writing over it. It does have a lot of writing over it. Probably not many left, no. This one exists possibly and has a lot of. Oh look, it's the last Montego at the British Heritage Motor Centre in Gaydon. A friend's parents had the long boy version. Neat. So yeah, there we go. There is that. You've been there, nice. Stas has been to Gaydon. No way. But yes, the Raggy Dolls ran from 1986 to 1984, so obviously it ended around this time here. But yeah, this is one I remember quite well here. So basically, it was a cartoon about what they call Raggy Dolls, which are basically the dolls which weren't put together quite correctly on the production lines and were thrown into a bin and stuff like that. You had this on VHS, cool. And the theme song, I remember it's like, Raggy Dolls, dolls like you and me. And there was a made imperfectly, and stuff like that. So it says here, the series was designed to encourage children to think positively about physical disabilities. So we had Sad Sack, Dottie, Hi-Fi, Lucy, Back to Front, Claude, Princess, and Ragamuffin here, and a bunch of other people here. But it might have only just been, well, it says written by Neil Innes, or Neil Innes, maybe, this person here. Oh, collaborated with Monty Python and Rootles, if you know the mock Beatles band documentary thing that they did there, then that's what they was involved with. But Neil Innes was written by, voices of, and narrated by theme music composer. So yeah, he did a lot on that there. So it had 9 total series, 112, some full eps on YouTube, awesome. But yeah, so 9 series, 112 episodes here. So yeah, you can kind of see here, there's like a bunch here, running all the way up to December of 1994 here. You can see what was the last episode that was was put out December 1994. Bored. The final episode of the series says Rupert the Roo bored of Natasha and old Edward, so he decides to join the Raggy Dolls with a ride on a boat until they have discovered some famous actresses and actors were filming on the bridge of the water pond as they saw him. The actor threw him out over the bridge and Rupert finds out that he was not bored anymore. Nice. So there we go. That's a lot of things, a lot of episodes right here. Seeing if any of these things catch my eye. Oh, they had a windmill. Raggy Dolls have found an old mill. Sorry, the Raggy Dolls had found an old windmill as they soon discovered it. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, a lot of pigeon race, nice. So yeah, that was a thing I remember. There was also, well, it mentioned this particular thing here, which was Brum, a TV series, The Adventures of Brum. Here, who was a car. We'll have a look at this in just a little bit. But this is apparently what we're looking at here. It ran up to the 29th of December 1994 here. And then, of course, kind of a re-release kind of thing, or remake, or that kind of thing in 2001. But the original series ended here in December of 99. And this was Brum, the car. It's a very expressive face on this car. I mean... Stars can confirm that a lot of cars have faces, but this one definitely has a very expressive face, and is a pretty neat little car all over. I don't know if Brum is based on any particular car. Yes, the stories are mostly set in Birmingham, since in addition to its onomatopoeic nature of a car engine revving, Brum, as a contraction of Brummagem, is a common colloquial name for Birmingham. So that's if people didn't know about that. But yeah, is Brum based on any particular type of car? I'm trying to see if there's any. But yeah, there's a CGI animated Brum, but you know, this is the classic one right here. I can't see if there's anything to say if it's based on any particular kind of thing. I don't see that here. So maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Ending theme: Brum Brum gets things done. Oh, and hang on, I'm probably thinking of the wrong thing. Never mind. Moving on, we have Sonic the Hedgehog, the TV series, which. Do we have dates on here? We should have some dates here somewhere. Oh gosh, release, yeah, original release up to December of 1994. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog with Jaleel White here playing Sonic, based on late 1920s Austin 7 Chummy, once popular British motor car. Nice. Well, let us see. Was that actually in the article I was reading, or what? So what are we looking at? Austin 7 Chummy. You Googled it. Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, I can see. Definitely. Thank you, Google. It's most definitely based on that kind of thing, but obviously has certain modifications. You guessed correctly. Wow, well done, Stars. But yeah, look at the wheels on this thing. This is when you could get away with having wheels like this on a car. Jeez. Anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog. So yeah, this particular thing here. Was any other names popping out to me that I know? I saw Jim Cummings and Rob Paulson before, and Frank Welker before, haven't we? Original Donkmobile. Okay. I will take your word for it. But yeah, so there we go. There is Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, he had actually a Tails here by Bradley Pierce here. Was somebody in Jumanji and Chip in Beauty and the Beast. There we go. So the person who played Tails in the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon here was Chip in Beauty and the Beast. There we go. Some modified carpet have huge wheels fitted. Ah, right, okay. I very much did not know that, so thank you very much for letting me know. And also, we had Garfield and Friends, which ran up to December the 10th of 1994. I do remember this. We had obviously Garfield and Odie, but we had these other ones around here. We had Orson, Wade, Sheldon, Roy and Booker, who I could probably correctly identify maybe a few of those. But yeah, here it was, had Garfield and Friends, Garfield being Garfield, the friends being these other people, all these other animals, which were part of either US Acres, if you were in the US, it was called US Acres, or what's it, Orson's Farm, wasn't it, in the in the UK and other places. But yeah, this was Lorenzo Music here was voicing Garfield, and John Arbuckle by Tom. Oh, it didn't show Tom Hughes here, unfortunately. Odie voiced by Greg Berger. Jecht from Final Fantasy X, yeah, and a bunch of other people here. But yeah, so Odie, Nermal, Desiree Goyette. It's played Betty Boop, Barbie, Nermal, Petunia Pig, Honey Bunny. Yeah. Interesting. So again, Liz was played by Julie Payne, who doesn't really say very much what they've done. So let's just check here. Julie Payne. Nothing's really popping out at me here. Yeah, and they've got Garfield here. Some of the animated segments of the Tracy Ullman Show, obviously Tracy Ullman Show, known for where the Simpsons started there. So there we go. Pop that away. Yeah, Pookie. Good old Pookie. Oh, you're not going to show Pookie. Teddy bear? There we go. At least get a teddy bear there. And a bunch of other people in Verge. Oh, look, yeah, Fat Frank Welker. Small, cute, but very assertive chick who consistently in pursuit of unnamed worms. So there you go. We had Wario's Woods releasing around this time. Don't think I've played this, but obviously it looks like a columns kind of variant here. Excuse me. The player directly manipulates the game pieces, either as they fall or via a cursor. Player directly controls a Toad. Okay, so at the bottom here, there's Toad here, and they control Toad. So there we go. We have Mega Man X2 here, which obviously Rockman here in Japan. I'm not here in Japan. I'm not in Japan. I mean, here it says that it was Rockman in Japan. That was released in 1994 here. That would be probably a surprise to everybody. Yes, I've just moved to Japan. No, I'm not planning on doing that. There are far too many earthquakes there. We had Marathon, the video game. Now, if anybody knows about FPSs, they will know about Marathon. And this was released in December of 1994. For classic macOS, the Pippin, and obviously iOS later on. But yes, Marathon was made by Bungie, who you may be familiar with. Moved on to do Halo and sequels after that. And so this is what Marathon looks a bit like. So there we go. Obviously had Heretic being released. I did try to play Hexen and Heretic, but they were very much strange after coming off of Doom. Even though they were in the Doom engine, they were kind of like a little bit weird to me to play them. Probably because I didn't read the instructions. Hello, Morbits. Let's see. So yeah, we have Heretic here and Hexen. And then there's Heretic 2 as well. But yeah, I possibly needed to actually have read the instructions for it to figure out how I should have been playing it. But I kind of went into it like it was Doom, and I don't know if I got very far with it. Anyway, we also have Keiji Fukuda for some reason. Oh yes, I remember why this is here. You might think some random Japanese American physician here, but in 1994 we do have something here. Let's see, 1994, so I can find it here. So here we go. So yeah, Fukuda joined the viral exanthems and herpes virus branch at CDC after finishing the IES program because of the idea that chronic fatigue syndrome, the thing that I have, was related to chronic viral infections. This group was also responsible for this disease. In 1994, Fukuda led a committee that revised the definition of the disease. So here we go, which has since become the most widely used clinical and research definition of the illness. So this is why I've highlighted this passage here, because obviously to get my diagnosis here, then they would have used this this definition that was defined at this time. Yeah, so yeah, this person also has been doing things recently, as you might imagine. They have been doing things during the COVID-19 pandemic here, and was one of four government advisors, and gave global and local media interviews. And but HKU would not renew his contract, citing Fukuda's aid to pass the university's retirement age of 60, and he left the government COVID-19 expert panel on December the 1st, and then go back to Atlanta, Georgia to retire. So yeah, there we go. Apparently, also he was on the WHO expert panel investigating the SARS outbreak in China as well. So a very notable person in their own right, really, but also did identify define chronic fatigue syndrome up here. So there we go. We also have a Chauvet Cave, I think, here. Yes, this is, since unfortunately your archaeology thing isn't going ahead, Starley, we have some archaeologist or archaeology stuff here. The Chauvet Pont d'Arc Cave in southeast France here is some of the best preserved figurative cave paintings in the world. It's discovered on December the 18th, 1994. It's considered one of the most significant prehistoric art sites, and the UN's Cultural Agency, UNESCO, granted it World Heritage status in 2014. So it took about 20 years there for them to actually do it. But yeah, it was there's a bunch of cave paintings and stuff here, which you can see some good horses on here. The dates have been a matter of dispute, but it's probably in this period, which I can't really say. Here, approximately 32,000 to 30,000 years ago. So yeah, it's in this location here. Well, it doesn't show you when you click on the map, which is kind of annoying. It shows it here. It's around here. So based on radiocarbon dating, they've dated it. It says up there. A child's footprint, charred remains for ancient hearths, other stuff. Oh dear me. The footprints may be the oldest human footprints that can be dated accurately. After the child's visit to the cave, evidence suggests due to a landslide which covered its historical entrance, the cave remained untouched until it was discovered in 1994. So there we go. The soft clay-like floor of the cave retains paw prints of cave bears. Ooh, cave bear. Nest where the bear slept. And the skull of an ibex. So, origin of domestic dog could date to before the last ice age, apparently. set footprints of a young child and a wolf or dog walking side by side. So yeah, they had a pup. A good old pupper. Oh, used by humans during 2 distinct periods. There you go. So it looked like kids went to the cave and maybe just do some pictures and things here. So you got some very good pictures actually, aren't they? I mean, these are fairly accurate. I mean, look at this. Look at these rhinos. It's like other things. These are. I don't know if I want to go into making one of those, especially not on something where I spent quite a nice time, you know, making things look a little bit nice. Well, yeah, maybe someday I might maybe just build a small one at least, you know, akin to one of those trenchers, but not the full world eater. But yeah, these are pretty good drawings, aren't they? Somebody actually did some good study of these animals and did a good art here. And yeah, it was on a stamp as well. And slight big mess of stuff here. Group of rhinos. And deer and other things. Cave hyena. Can show you how to mine really well. You did say you'd figured out some techniques. So I was waiting for you to actually say what those techniques were. I didn't know if you were waiting for me to say, oh, please show me what the techniques are. But if you want to post that in my Discord, what techniques you found, then obviously you can do so. I was just kind of expecting you to already go ahead and say what they were. But anyway, yeah, some good hyenas there as well. But yeah, so there we go. Since you can't do some archaeology there, here's some good archaeology here for you, Astali. We have the Gilbert's Potteroo or something, is Australia's most endangered marsupial, the rarest marsupial in the world, and one of the world's rarest critically endangered mammals, found in southwestern Western Australia. It's a small nocturnal macropod that lives in small groups and looks like this and is very cute looking. But yes, it was thought to be extinct for much of the 20th century, having not been spotted around for a century until its rediscovery in 1994. So here we go. This is why this is being brought up. They were rediscovered, or discovered to be still being around, still hanging around. But yes, currently their conservation status is critically endangered here, not EW, whatever that would be. It's not coming up with something here to tell me what EW is, but obviously this is extinct here. This is threatened. This is extinct in the wild, isn't it? The EW, if I remember right. Yeah. So there we go, and they were found here. So there's some illustrations of them. Very nice, 1863 illustrations. They're so fuzzy. They did a real good job at getting the fuzziness, didn't they? Look at all that fuzziness. Look at these friends. Kind of, yeah. Like a vintage chaos. But yeah, there's a very fuzzy creatures. So there we go. We also had I can't pronounce this. Röntgenium. It says here, listen. Oh. Röntgenium. I think that's Röntgenium. It's very quiet on this side of things. Let me try and turn my volume up a little bit more. Röntgenium. You possibly didn't hear that very clearly on your end. But yeah, Röntgenium or something like that is the way that you pronounce that. So this was discovered. Where are we? Do we have a date on here? Gosh, yeah, it's around about this time, or first created, so not discovered, but first created in 1994 by these people in this centre in Darmstadt, which we've seen before mentioned last time, because they discovered Darmstadtium at this place, not too far. Where is the news? Oh, sorry. The news? You mean the actual news I mentioned in the title? Did you see the good animals here? I will get back to the good animals so you can see the good animals, because you do need to see the good animals if you didn't see the good animals. Look at this good animal. It's critically endangered, but it is a good animal. I like flick through other things. Oh yeah, there's a place. There's a very fluffy looking good animals. It is a good animal. But yeah, what else? Yeah, I've got a few more things, then we can actually get into looking at, well, the games and then the magazine. But the Richie Rich film, starring Macaulay Culkin, was released around this time as well. I really don't have much more to say about it, apart from it had Macaulay Culkin in it. And a bunch of other people who are not... Oh, Claudia Schiffer apparently was in it. Yeah. But a bunch of other people who are not standing out to me at the moment. We also had, Starley might like this as well, Little Women, a 1994 film. I don't know if I ever actually watched it, but yes, Little Women, 1994 film here was released here. As I think Starley likes this. It had Winona Ryder, Kirsten Dunst here, Christian Bale, Susan Sarandon. So yeah, Eric Stoltz. Oh, that guy from... No, it's not. I was thinking of somebody else. Eric Stoltz. Oh, the person who was going to play the person in Back to the Future. That's where I... Yeah, he was going to play Marty in Back to the Future, wasn't he? And they filmed a few scenes with him, if I remember correctly. But they ended up going with Michael J. Fox instead. Let me just make sure that is correct here. Let's see, let's find back to... Yeah, Stoltz was originally cast as Marty McFly in Back to the Future. His view of the movie clashed with the director, Robert Zemeckis. While the film was becoming an action comedy, Stoltz had read the script for a more serious angle, apparently focused on the tragic consequence of going back to live a life that wasn't one's own. 5 weeks into shooting the film, Zemeckis replaced Stoltz with Michael J. Fox. And so, yeah, they reshooted some of the scenes, and there are like pictures of those scenes there. Did you know that Christian Bale can voluntarily control his sweat glands? Wow. Of course, I say it all the time, but yeah. Am I right in thinking this, Starley, that this is a film that you like, or am I completely wrong? Yeah. My word, they did a lot of films. They did a 1918 film, a 1993 film, a 1949 film. There's a 2019 film as well. But yeah. Also in December of 1994, we had the Street Fighter film. Gosh, she had to run off. Seems like a film she liked, yeah. So yeah, the Street Fighter film, which had Jean-Claude Van Damme, Raul Julia, Kylie Minogue, amongst others. It was released here, which followed the general thing of, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I think it still follows the same pattern of movie games not being so great. Oh, here you go. Imaginal Levy stated the film suffers from the same problems that impaired Super Mario Brothers. Noisy, overblown, and effects-laden, and lacks sustained action or engaging characters. Oh, there we go. Apparently it holds a 13% rating on Rotten Tomatoes there. So yeah. This campy, apparently, so I'm guessing that's why some people here like it. So yeah, there we go. There was a Sega Saturn game and a PlayStation game as well, which, you'd imagine from a Street Fighter thing, but then there's a Street Fighter the movie game, which is interesting in a way. I suppose it's kind of like, Mortal Kombat had people in it. This is going to be a hit. Actual photos of people, I mean. Anyway, this film was released, which I don't know very much about, but it seemed play the game. Maybe. I can't promise anything on that, though. I don't know specifically why this caught my eye, apart from the fact that it has Albert Einstein, apparently, in it. It's a romantic comedy film with Tim Robbins, Meg Ryan, and Walter Matthau, where Walter Matthau plays Einstein, apparently. Who's a particular person? Yes, it's this Meg Ryan's uncle, apparently. I did not promise that at all. And yeah, dramatic alterations. There are certainly some dramatic alterations, as you can probably imagine with a film, especially a romantic comedy featuring Albert Einstein. They weren't going for historical accuracy. Apparently, Albert Einstein did not have a niece by the name of Catherine Boyd. Kurt Gödel was famously shy and reclusive. The movie is impressing Einstein and his friends around the same age, when in fact they were between 17 and 30 years younger than Einstein. And Little Richard's Tutti Frutti was not available. Yeah. Pancakes. What about pancakes? Oh, right, okay, I get it. Interesting. While some viewers believe Robin's character can be seen impersonating Don Vito Corleone, portrayed by Marlon Brando from The Godfather, which was released in 1972, he was actually impersonating the character of Johnny Strabler, also played by Marlon Brando from The Wild One, 1953 American film noir. So there we go. So yeah, it just stood out to me because it involves Albert Einstein in a romantic comedy. I did not say that at all. It's a possible, it's a maybe. And there's a 1994 version of The Jungle Book released around here, which I think doesn't actually involve the music, as far as I know. They tried to make it just a live action without anything fancy like that, I think. But also involved Sam Neill here, who I think was in Jurassic Park, if I'm right. It's good. The film or the game, or the game of the film. But yeah, Jurassic Park. Alan Grant in Jurassic Park. The film, no. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so somebody who was in Jurassic Park was in this film. The game of the film. There's apparently a game of the film of Street Fighter, yeah. So let us then go here. I mean, I think this is something which might be interesting to Chaos. While electronics dominated most of his work in the early 90s, composer Basil Polidoris returned to his symphonic roots for the score of the film. Because I think this is like 80s electric music, isn't it? Robocop? That's probably where I recognise the name, doing the soundtrack. They tried to make a game of Back to the Future. They did, indeed. I tried to play the... Did I play? I think I played through all of the Back to the Future 2 game. I tried to play Back to the Future 3, but it ended up not working for me, didn't it? With assistance. But yeah. Les Miserables, apparently. An early version, maybe. Les Miserables, yeah. Okay. So, but Robocop, yeah, I recognise the name from Robocop. So the whole dee would be down to this person here. So there we go. So yeah, the actual music from this is The Caravan, Shere Khan Attacks, Mowgli, Monkey City, Kitty, Treasure Room, Civilization, Baloo, Spoils, and Finale. So yeah. Where else do we go here? We had The Madness of King George, which was a film as well. It was released around this time. I have little to say about it other than I remember this being a film that was around about this time, made screenplay by Alan Bennett, who was an author and playwright, or is, there still says is there, which had Nigel Hawthorne, Helen Mirren, and probably some other people who are familiar to at least British people and stuff like that, I imagine. But yeah, let me see if any names are popping out to me here. Not so much, but there we go. And then also, since it's, I said December of 1994, I thought it would be nice to look through the Radio Times listing for Sunday, the 25th of December here in 1994, of BBC One London. So this is what was on TV in the UK on Christmas of this year. We had Children's BBC with Zoe Ball and Chris Jarvis. Obviously, I know of Zoe Ball being the daughter of Johnny Ball as well, who was very much on TV here in the UK, and has done some stuff for Numberphile as well. Not Zoe, but Johnny Ball has done some stuff for Numberphile, I think, which is interesting to see him on there. So we had Playdays, The Bears Who Saved Christmas. We have some Noddy here. Santa Claus is Coming to Town animation, narrated and sung by Fred Astaire here. Let's see here. We had the weather here, Songs of Praise. Of course, we had to have Songs of Praise on Christmas Day here. But from All Hallows Church in London, we had 1,000 Singers from Blackpool, or Don McLean hosts a house party. Marty Kane goes to Lapland to join children in a hunt for Santa Claus. Oh gosh. And they had Come All You Faithful, See Amid the Winter Snow, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. So there we go. And Jetsons the movie straight after that. Distract the kids early enough so that the parents can make the Christmas dinner and stuff like that. You distract them early with the Jetsons movie here, which apparently has Mal Blanc in it. There we go. And some more Tom and Jerry, or some more animation with Tom and Jerry here. Only taking up 10 minutes until the news, followed by EastEnders. Also an omnibus edition. Interesting, they didn't have a special, or maybe they would have had a special EastEnders edition for Christmas Day, but this was the omnibus edition. And then you had Top of the Pops with Wet, 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 Mariah Carey, Let Loose, Wigfield, and Take That. And yeah, so there you go. You had, the Queen. Of course, the Queen likes to say, "Hello, I'm the Queen. I will talk to you about stuff on this day, because I like to do that kind of thing, because my dad did it, and whatever." Then we have Noel's Christmas presents. So Noel Edmonds, the person who brought about the nightmare that is Mr. Blobby. Got to have the Queen ask for him to nap. Indeed. So yeah, Noel Edmonds, I don't know if he's feeling guilty for Mr. Blobby here, but he's journeying around Britain to give gifts to deserving people, depending on who he thinks is deserving. We have this animal hospital, which won't look too closely at because it involves somebody who we won't want to talk about. We have the news and weather here. We have The Wrong Trousers, Oscar-winning animated comedy by Nick Park. And I know Chaos has seen The Wrong Trousers, because I watched it with her a little while ago, probably around Christmas, wasn't it? So yes, we did watch that, and it says Peter Sallis as Wallace, who people might know. I think Peter Sallis, wasn't he in, what is the thing? Last of Summer Wine, that was the one, wasn't it? Basically a sitcom about old people again. And yeah, we're going on to regional variations. We had Keeping Up Appearances basically here with Hyacinth, yes. Hyacinth's Bouquet or Bucket there, and we also had EastEnders. They did have a Christmas version of a EastEnders, and gosh, that's a picture to go along with it, isn't it? Nellie spends Christmas with Jules while Pat and David spend the day with the Jacksons. Sharon signs her divorce papers on Christmas Day. Oh my. Drama. Lots of drama going on there. And look, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner, Alan Rickman, and and others. Oh, Morgan Freeman apparently was in this. Christine Slater. Oh, Brian Blessed. My word. And yeah, there we go. Some more One Foot in the Grave. Yeah, there's who we were talking about before, Richard Wilson. Basically, the sitcom was about this grumpy old man who just was grumpy, and it was funny because he was grumpy. Victor is dogged by some practical jokers, and then joyriders steal his car. Oh no. And then we had Victoria Wood doing some comedy. And we had some news. Then Morecambe and Wise Christmas show, obviously it says vintage comedy, so rebroadcast with Shirley Bassey, Glenda Jackson, Andre Previn, and a bunch of other people here. And Patrick Moore apparently was on there as well. And Michael Parkinson. Some people will know these people, or know of these people. Christmas Spirit, a sideways look at Christmas Day. Gosh. BBC One being a bit sideways with things and making sure they do that late at night so the kids don't see it. Trading Places. The film, or one of the films for Christmas Day here in the UK, 1994, was Trading Places with Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, and Jamie Lee Curtis. So there we go. And yeah, and then we end up with it with the weather. So yeah, that is the information here. We'll have a look over this backstage thing. I don't know if there's much of interest here. They've got Wordworth they're doing here. They've got... oh, look, Demon. The easiest way to go about connecting to the internet is use Demons. As I said, at one point I did use Demon to connect to the internet. So that stands out to me slightly. They've got a competition here. You can win Page Setter. And how many points are there in an inch? Oh, like is it... Oh, interesting. West, can you answer that? Because that's a graphical thing, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, I think you've done printing before and stuff like that, so you possibly would have some kind of idea. You're unsure. But that's going to be the font's size, isn't it? Point font size. So there we go. And then we have the Scribe Superdisk, which we'll have a look in just a moment. Not a lot of interesting stuff here. We have another tune here, which we'll have a listen to there. A thing which makes sure your mouse, if you don't have a mouse, you can use your joystick to use a mouse. And understandably, it's a little awkward, so we might have a look at that. And yeah, there's a thing. Oh, you can make a menu for your favourite programs, so you can load them easily. And oh, look, you can look at problems installing programs. So yeah, most of these things we won't look at, but we'll have a look at this darts thing, possibly have a look at this mouse thing, and also the tune that's on there. Hello, thank you. So yeah, this is the darts thing, and then it just it also has a font. I could load it up and whatever and install it and all that kind of business, but this is what the font looks like, so I don't really need to. So yeah, we will get back to this, or we're actually going to be having a look at what's on the cover discs here. So we've got Tiger Cub, which is a music package here, and also we have Z-Wolf, which is a 3D shooty game, which when I'm testing whether it worked, I didn't do so hot at it, but I was using the keyboard for it at that point, so maybe I'll do better with a controller. Who knows? But if we pop over to the Amiga now, well, that is the Tiger Cub thing, so we'll have a look at that first. I did figure out how to do some stuff, and I'm going to follow my instructions that I've got here. So I will be paying attention to that to make sure I do things right so we can actually hear things. So it's a pretty cute little icon here with a little... that's a Tiger Cub. Maybe it's a ferret or something on a keyboard. Anyhow, loading it up. First thing we have to do is allocate memory. Let's allocate, oh gosh, all the memory and click OK. So there we go, it's loaded the thing here. We don't need to have it in record mode or anything like that. So, so I could go to Project, load MIDI file here. And then if I go, oh, this one, Fugue, and load that one in. And then I have to actually put some sounds into it, because these are the channels. If we push play at the moment, it'll show that this little icon shows that it's playing something up here, but you won't be able to hear anything because it doesn't have any sounds attached to it. You could possibly attach like a MIDI out to this, but I've tried using the MIDI thing on the software that I've got here. It doesn't seem to work very well or at all. So what we can do to get some sounds into it, can use internal sounds as well. We can go to Utilities, Internal Sounds here, and then we have to like click on one of these and load IFF instrument here. We have to go into Samples, which I think is at the bottom here. So Samples. And then I've picked some out here because these are ones I used when I was trying some things. So we have a brass sample, not that one particularly there. Hang on, up, up, up. Oh gosh, click the button, Katie. Load that one. So it loads the brass thing into here. If you click done, it'll show here. We've loaded brass into there. We can also load some other instruments in. So if we load in, oh gosh, it's gone all the way back out again. Gosh, let's try to load a few of them at a time. And the ones I did here, I did Horn Blast. Here we go, Horn Blast. Load that, it should load that in. We also had Wrong 1 and 2 down here. Wrong 1, load, and then Wrong 2, load that. And there we go, we've got the 4 tracks, or 4 channels here associated with these different samples here. And look, it's got a trans column. This will be transpose, as in change the pitch relative to what's being played. So click OK here, and then should be able to push play on here, and you'll be able to hear the cacophony which I've created, or which has been created previously, and I've just assigned some samples to. So hopefully this will work well. Transpose to agenda, indeed. Come on, pointer. There's my pointer. There's my pointer. There's my pointer. Hopefully you can hear this. It should be okay, I think. Ooh. Yeah, that's the other sample I chose. Bow, bow, no. I think this is actually quite a long one. Is this bar? No, that's a tempo. We can change the tempo. Change the tempo a bit. Got a groove now to it. Yeah. I don't know how long this file is. Just speed it up. I think that's it. And it's starting up again. There we go. I've gone back to 76. Okay. So yeah, this is what this is. I don't know how to do a bunch of other stuff here. I mean, I'm sure you could do some other things if this was like the full version as well. I think some of these are just not here because of that. But yeah, I mean, instrument name. Can I don't know. But basically, this is a thing to do. Oh no, why are you doing what you're doing? Stop it! I just want to quit. Let me quit. So if I quit this, abandon. Abandon. Let's just have a look at the stuff that's on the subscriber disk before we get to the game. So let me find that here. K66. That one, subscriber disk. Let's reset it just to make sure there's nothing in the memory which shouldn't be in the memory. But here we go, subscriber disk here. There's a few things we can have a look at here. Do you want the tune first, or do we want oh, this is the old one. This is Minehunt, and that this is the wrong one. I brought up the wrong one. Yeah, this is 65. I need 66. Where's 66? 66. Subscribe disk. So the question still stands. Do we want the song first, or do you want to look at some other stuff on here? Yeah, subs disk. Yeah, so pub darts or the song. We're going to have a look at this mouse and thing. You want the music. Okay, we're going to use this to try and to do it. Now, you can't see me doing this, but this is me moving the mouse around, and this is me moving the joystick. Oh, can you tell the difference? Oh, no. Oh, no. What have I done? Oh, no. Oh, it's loading things. Oh, how do I do a right? How do I do a right click? I don't know if I can do. Oh, can I do a right click? Does need a second, but I don't know if I can do a right click. Okay, well that's that out of the way. Let's go to open, and we want to go to volumes, and we want subdisk, and then we want Octamed, and this fantasy. So let's listen to what fantasy is. Ooh. Pretty neat. I did find out how to look at the samples as well, and the names. You've got the names of the samples up here, but you have to find the thing to flick through them. Here. So keep your eye up here. I'll go to... There we go. The samples are made by Snoopy/Tform, except sample number 5, 11, 12, and 13 by MF. And then you've got some stuff in language I don't speak. Yeah, I think that's it for the samples. Which is nice. Okay, I don't think we'll let the full thing play out though. If you want to listen to it, you know where to find it. And but that was the Optimo tune. Now I'm gonna reset things here. Hang on, where's my pointer? There's my pointer. Reset, and then we can once it loads up here, look at the pub darts, which I don't know if I'm going to spend a lot of time on, because I tried, as I said, just testing it out to see if things worked, and it was a little bit rough. So shareware should decide to add it to a games collection. It would be nice if you would show your thanks by sending a small sum of money, such as a £5, to Brian Black in this place in Scotland. Excuse me. Tell you what, in return, I'll send you any updates to this game and a copy of the next game I finish. Can't say fairer than that. And look, they're at cbdb@c.hw.ac.uk, or at least they were at that time. So here we go. I'm going to do a 2-player one. What are the options? What options do we get? Game type, best of, difficulty. Can I change that? No, very easy. That's what I want. Very easy. Cool. And just go to main menu. And then I'll do the 2-player, so I can actually have a chance at throwing things. Hey, what is your name? Katie. What's your name? Katie also. So we click here, and yeah, this is me. Well, I was putting my hands up so you could see from the camera, but the camera isn't on. But I'm not touching the mouse at the moment. Now I'm moving the mouse to the middle, and now I'm letting go of the mouse. So yeah, it drifts slightly, wobbles about. So see, I know that the best kind of scoring area you want to get is around here to get to the triple 20. So hang on, aim for there. Yeah, triple 20. I've got 60 here. Ooh. 20. And then there.
100.
100. Oh dear. So yeah, and then Katie also has to go up here and then tries to get triple 20. Oh no, gosh. Triple 20. There we go. And then, oh dear me. Oh gosh.
100.
Yeah, so it's not an easy one to do. This is like 501, isn't it? Rules. Oh dear me. Which, meaning that you have to get rid of all your points and they have like none left over.
100.
Or not go below that. So you have to actually think about things when you get near the bottom. But generally, you have to try and aim for this to get your points
100.
down as low as you can, as quick as you can. Or at least quicker than your opponent. There we go, you got a triple 20 here as well. I don't think we're going to...
140.
140, we didn't... The 180 is obviously the biggest score you can get with a triple 20. Hang on, oh gosh. Dang it. Dang it.
60.
Way too low. Okay, so Katie is getting quite close to... Dang it. Dang it.
60.
Not happy with that. So Katie also goes now. And... No, too high again. There.
100.
Okay. So I'm going to try, okay, 60. Can I get another 60? 0. Oh, why? It hit the wire. And then, oh gosh. Dang it. Okay, another 60. Can I get a triple 60? No. Oh, it's because I'm going bust, isn't it? Because I need to get rid of 101. No, this is yes, this is Katie. So I have to get 101 score. So how am I going to go about that? 60 would help, I'm sure. So let's try that. I know, got a 20. So now we've got to get, what is it? 81. I think a 60 will still help with that. Okay. So we're now on 80. We have to get to 101. So we've got 21. Oh, 21. 777. Where's 777? Down here. Oh no. went over. Oh no, I'm down to 5 though. That's okay. Or is it okay? So Katie also, let's try once again. 20, 60, so they have to get 61. Let's try and just get a triple.
100.
No. 5. Do you have to do it with 3 darts, or can you just do it with 1? No, you have to do it with 3, huh? Oof. Oof. Well, let's get a 20. That's 15, okay. Oh gosh, making me do maths. Looking at 26, is that? How do I get close to that? 26. Let's try with getting the 20 here. There we go. So all I need is a 6 left over now. Is that right? I think so. And are they going to win? No, that's not how you do it. Oh, I counted wrong. Oh dear. Oh, hello, Eli Naomi. I'm guessing that is the pronunciation of this. Am I just doing badly at darts? Well, the answer is yes. I'm going to get 5. I've got to get 5. Maybe I'm going to get a 1. And then I want to get another 1. Oh, yeah, another 1. And then I get a 3. And this maths I can do. But no, that's not how you do it. Okay, I don't know how to play this version of darts. Does anybody know how to play this version of darts? Oh. I thought I knew. Or, no, you have to end. Do you have to end on a double? Is that how you? Oh, I think you have to end on a double. Oh. If that's the case, oh gosh, I'm not going to end up on a double 2. I'm going to have to end up on a double 1. And so I've got to get 3 down. So, gosh, if that's the rules, I'm kind of like vaguely remembering rules here. So hopefully if I aim for roughly around there, is that right? That is it. Yesterday was your birthday. Yay! Good for you. Happy birthday for yesterday. Did I get it or did I not? I don't know what's going on here. Let's try something else. It's happy birthday for yesterday. Let us now see. It's, by the way, sorry for my not knowing, I'm sorry for my inquiring and stuff like that, but it's not coming up saying that you're a new watcher, so you must have been around here before. Is it possible you changed your name, because I don't recognise it, or did you come by for a flying visit before? Nobody actually knows how to play darts. I thought I was getting it right, but apparently I was not. But it doesn't really matter. That's fine. Where's the other window for this? It should be around here. Oh, it's down at the bottom here. That's why I couldn't find it. I want to load just the last disc here. Yes, happy late birthday. And we want a 66, disc 2, and then we can play a game, which may or may not be better. We will have to find out. Ooh, fancy. Welcome to Binary Asylums. Now, I think I need to turn the sound down here, don't I, actually? It's probably going to be a bit loud. Because it usually is for the Amiga here. Let me find it and turn that down a tad. And go back to OK. You drink coffee. Good for you for drinking coffee. Is this still loud? Please tell me if this is still loud. But anyway, this is by Binary Asylum, who you might remember broke off from one of the magazines, didn't they? Or they were working at one of the magazines, maybe Amiga Format or Amiga Power. And then they went off to make their own game studio. Volume's okay, that's good. Yeah, they went off to make their own game studio. Look. Have a good look. Yeah, so yeah, they were part of some magazine. I can't remember which one. Maybe we'll find out when we look through the magazine when we get to that. But let's have a look and see what this is like. Don't expect it to be easy. Oh dear. Well, let's go for the joystick. information that follows is top secret. Do not discuss it on uncoded communication. Oh. Our air supremacy has been seriously compromised by enemy reinforcements. You must rescue our captured pilots, protect a damaged plane, and regain command of the air. Okay. Do I need to push a button this time? It jumped ahead last time. I think I need to push a button. Okay, here we go. So we're this helicopter. And, well, there's some red dots. I'm guessing you have to shoot the red dots. Where are these? Oh, it's a tank on the floor. Oh, I was expecting other aircraft. Did I get it? I might have got it. Oh, it's a helicopter. Boom, boom, shooty, shooty, shooty. I shooty at you. Go boom, boom. They go crash. There's a tank over here. There we go. Oh, the tank's already been dealt with. Do I need to shoot them more, or do I just leave them? Boom, boom. Oh gosh. Ah. There we go. Shotted. What else? I think I'm supposed to be looking after this plane here. Oh, another tank. Oh no, they're shooting my plane. Stop shooting my... Oh no. The Kestrel was destroyed. My mission was failed. I'm getting my revenge here. Shoot the other tanks. Boom. And you over there. Boom, boom, boom. There's another one. There's no point going over there. They were destroyed. Oh gosh, please. There we go. There we go. Do I have anything else to destroy? Okay, I've got nobody to save, it seems. Is this it? Okay, so there's this cluster of tanks there. This one here is blown up too. This one around the front is blown up. And this one over here... yeah, downed. There's another one over here apparently. Let's find them. Oh, boat shooting at me. Oh, they're blown up. Oh, there's a bunch of other ones over here. Do a shooty oh, okay. Apparently you can dip low enough that you bounce off the sea. I went past a bunch of them there. Hang on. How did I miss them? Yeah, where are they? Oh, over here. Hello, friends. Do you mind a bit of gunfire? Oh, there's a person down there. Do I just like hover over you to save you, or push? No, that's a rocket. It's an AAM. It's a cannon rocket. I have rockets. Have a rocket, or have a few rockets. Oh gosh, oh, I'm out of rockets now. Which is not what you do there. AAM. Oh, where did that go? Boom. Okay, so there's my cannons. I've not got a lot of cannons here. I'm going to run out slightly. Yeah, I don't have any cannons now. Can I save this person? Oh gosh, no, that goes to this. I got shot. I got shot. I'm falling. Oh dear. That didn't work. Yeah. So it doesn't seem like a totally bad game to play there. But yeah, that was that game. Let us go back over here. And let us then see what is in this magazine. Apparently it's the world's biggest kick-ass Amiga magazine. Actually, let me unplug my controller here and pop this away. So finally some news. We're going to get to the news eventually. We have the World of Amiga show here, and December 1994, issue 66. We have Mortal Kombat 2. being released on the Amiga here. Exclusive world's first review. And you can win your very own Mortal Kombat 2 coin-op. See the back cover now. Okay, well, since we're being instructed to, the back cover is... Oh gosh, this is not the back cover. Hang on. Back cover is all the way down here. Look! Mortal Kombat 2. Win your very own Mortal Kombat 2 arcade machine worth £2,400. Wow, that's reasonably cheap. Maybe at the time. Actually, at the time it would have been like double that, really, wouldn't it? So it's equivalent of like nearly 5,000. So yeah, maybe it's a bit expensive. I'm saying it related to what I expected arcade machines to cost. This is reasonably cheap. Not, oh, that's cheap, I could buy it with my pocket money. No, it's reasonably cheap, depending on relative to what I thought arcade machines would cost. So change to page 46 for the world's first review of the Amiga version in full copy. Hang on, I've got to go inside. It told me to go to the back page, and now it's telling me to go to inside the thing. Make up your mind. So this has the fatalities, babalities, friendships, and all the special moves and stuff like that. And so let's see how well it goes or translates to the Amiga, because I know the Street Fighter one didn't look like it did too well. I mean, I think they liked it well enough, but yeah. But look at this. We have David Pleasance treats Nick Vetch and Steve Jarrett to a splendid rendition of Scarborough Fair at the FES, the Future Entertainment Show. So yeah, I don't know if they're making fun there, but yes, there was this Future Entertainment Show, and David Pleasance was there. So we might hear from him. And oh look, they're actually doing this RISC processor thing here. Look, it's the PowerPC Motorola chip. RISC processing is changing the face of computing, and Amiga is next in line. Well, we explain the ins and outs of reduced instruction set computing. And so there you go. Got some Mortal Kombat stuff, some other games coming up here as well. Some other things. Look, here's a lot of things pointing to this magazine. And moving on, we have the month in view. They've collated all the Amiga Format survey results. So here we go. From issue 63. Once again, the bulk of your mail, with just 4% being female. As I say, just give it time. That number changes. I don't think I contribute to 1% of this here. Sad to say, the Amiga computing is still male-dominated sport, apart from the AF offices, which is a 44.4% female quotient. There we go. Most of the readers are 15 to 19. And there's 30 to 40 years old, and a healthy core of over 40s. You're not saying the actual numbers here, though, I notice. Hang on. A healthy core of over 40s, so big hello to all you crumbly Amiga owners. I am not happy. Them saying anybody over 40 is crumbly. I'm not crumbly. Do I look crumbly to you? Obviously, I don't look like anything to you apart from like possibly a pixelated cat in the bottom corner. But if I did have the camera up, I assure you I would not look crumbly. Ah, gosh. They live all over England, but apparently there's a lot of people in the southeast. I wonder why that might be. Yes, might have something to do with the quaint market town of London being in that general direction. So here we go. A lot of people. Half of people own A1200s. That's surprising. Another 30% with A500s, and 19% with A600s, and CD32s, and oops, CDTVs. I know that doesn't add up. A lot of you have the luxury of being a two-machine family. Indeed, we did have the 500 and 600 ourselves. So here we go. Anything else here? Okay, so 26% what also read Amiga Shopper, and 31% read Amiga Power. So yeah, we definitely were in that Amiga Power thing, even though I didn't respond to any of these things. So, you know. one of the minor disappointments is we found the Amiga version of Mortal Kombat 2 too late to get a cover disc demo. So yeah, they didn't get that. And then it's unable to put Z-Wolf on the cover disc, which in my humble opinion is one of the best game demos we've had for ages. Are they going to say anything about the fact that the people who used to work for the Amiga magazines, I don't think they have there. You'll be able to write your own games from next month. Our extra special Christmas issue has 3 cover discs, 2 big exclusive game demos, plus a copy of Amos Professional. So we get to look at some of the demos from that as well. Amos Pro usually costs, about £4,000, I reckon. It didn't. It most definitely didn't cost about £4,000. But now you can embrace its dark and menacing power simply by buying the downright lovely Amiga Format Christmas issue, indeed. But let's have a look. We got Special Reserve up here, haven't we? We don't have Special Reserve up here. Oh gosh, Special Reserve are not got the pride of place there. We've got Computer World Leads down here. Maybe when we find somewhere which sells Amiga Professional, we can find out exactly how much it was. It definitely wasn't £4,000. Yeah, Computer World's Leads here. Oh, they've got 486s. They've got a bunch of things which... oh, look, there's some Amiga stuff up here. Some Amiga stuff down. Oh, Amiga stuff here as well. They do have some Amiga stuff. Oh, look, some more Amiga stuff in the middle here. But they're trying to push you over towards the PCs. So yeah, this is like the Tiger Cub thing that we looked at. And you can do fancy things like changing probably like the velocity or something like that over time or whatever. Or is that audio? I don't know, performance data. Yes, it's like velocity over time or mod wheels or something like that. I don't know what exactly that is because I can't see very easily. But yes, this is the screen that we were working with, putting the samples into places. Because that's the only way I could figure out how to use it. And then Z-Wolf here. Yeah, I've got some shooty things, controlling your chopper. What do we miss out on? Push joystick in the direction. Chopper went into lower flight. Yeah. Keep an eye on the shadow. Best indication of whether you're not about to hit the ground. Yeah. It doesn't say about how to save people, unless it says somewhere else in this text, which I'm not going to look through because we've had a look at that already. So other stuff from other things here. Look, theme park. Apparently, if you push the C key during the loading screen, you have lots of cash available for the demo. It is good that the cheat is that simple, really, isn't it? So we have over here Power Drive, IBM PC, CD-ROM. I mean, it's strange how they separate CD-ROM out from anything else here. CD-ROM for what, in particular? But they have IBM PC, Amiga, S.NES, the Mega Drive and the Game Gear on here. Power Drive, a refreshing new approach to the genre. A great real driving game. We like it. It's very interesting colours going on here. By Rage Software, published by US Gold. You'll know when it's time. Indeed. So Amiga Format presents... Oh, is this like... Or Presents, is this... no, Presents. This is what you can buy from Amiga Format. Not what presents they're saying you should buy for Christmas. Oh, look! Look! They give away the software, but of course you still have to buy the manual. And send Amiga Format all your lovely money to do so. Yeah, got a bunch of games and stuff here. Software development. Here we go. Amos Professional. Look, it's only 30 quid. Sneaky, I know. Yeah, it's only 30 quid, not like 4,000 quid. But it's still, that's very good to be putting on a cover disc. Oh, you notice though, they still haven't managed to put any games on, full games on the cover disc, because that was, Elspeth decided, oh no, we can't put full games on cover discs because that will, devalue them or whatever. So yeah, this was the Future Entertainment Show here. Amiga makes surprise appearance at Future Entertainment Show. So let me move across here. Eating chicken, green beans, and potato salad. I hope it's nice. Let's see here. Show and tell for Amiga. Telling time, but it was business as usual. Future Entertainment Show. Because what we're looking for really is the appearance of David Pleasance. Here we go. Anyone attending the Meet the Team session on the first day were treated to a guest appearance by David Pleasance, who addressed a 200-strong band of loyal Amiga users. Pleasance described the current state of the management buyout, asserting that, as far as he was concerned, the MBO would be over by the end of November, with the UK operation taking over complete control of the Amiga line. The late involvement of ESCOM in Germany and whatever had caused legal wrangling to go on way past Pleasance's original estimation of September. The liquidators also suggested the Commodore was the most complex company they'd seen since Robert Maxwell's Mirror Group, with different patents being owned by different sections of the company in different territories. Sorting out the whole puzzle has been a long and painstaking process, but while things should be all settled before December, of course, I need to note again that this is the December issue, but this was released like November or so. So while things should be settled before December, this has meant that there will be very few new Amigas in circulation over the Christmas period, apart from a handful of CD32s. Gosh, they have a lot of CD32s available. Wonder why that could possibly be. Which have been bought from other territories, apparently. Okay. Hopefully the power supply and television, standard differences would be okay there. Amiga production will restart in the now defunct Timex plant in Dundee. As Pleasance stated, with manufacturing previously cited 8,000 miles away from the Philippines, it can take as long as 17 weeks to ship stock to Europe, which makes planning and reacting to the market especially difficult. With regard to new machines, Pleasance said that it is their intention to continue with R&D, and even stated that one of the first items on the company's agenda is to treble the size of the current research team in the States. No new technology will be available next year apart from the CD1200 CD-ROM drive, which will be appearing in the spring. However, rumours of the death of the AAA are premature. It's still seen as a viable graphics technology and could yet form the front end of the next generation of Amiga. Pleasance also confirmed that their next big step is definitely into RISC. See page 32 for more details, and believes that the RISC Amiga will provide an awesome upgrade in performance. To all intents and purposes, Commodore's chicken head logo. That's what they call it, is gone forever. The new company logo will be based on the name Amiga, and several designs are already being considered. David Pleasance also did stage appearance to plug the World of Amiga show. Yes, there's another show that's going to be appearing. So we actually got to have some news here. It's not 100%. This is exactly what's happening kind of news, but yeah. No, look, it's Jeff over here, and I've noticed they've changed the borders here of the column. But this is the Jeff Walker column alone, the person who loves his Amiga so much. Are we alone? Are you sure there's no one reading over your shoulder? Well, they're stuffed animals. Keep an eye out because we don't want anyone to overhear us. So look, just between you and me, have you ever bought pirated software? Oh, wow. No, come on. I'm not going to grass. Still no? What? Honestly? You lot can get on with reading the rest of the mag with a clear conscience while I take a pop of that large group of smug bastards who reckon you want. Ah, gosh. You may consider me to be arrogant because I'm assuming that a majority of Amiga users buy pirated software, but the facts suggest this to be the case. We didn't buy any pirated software. It just kind of ended up on discs at our house because my brothers knew other people, other children who had Amigas who ended up with copies of pirated material and stuff. So some discs which may have been copied might have ended up at our house. We were certainly not the ringleaders in that, and I definitely wasn't. You notice how I said my brothers had, friends. I I tried. Anyhow, let me tell you about a market in Brick Lane in the east of London where you find 3 software pirates set up next to each other every other Sunday. Thank you very much, Jeff, for letting us know where to find these people. They're on private ground because the market organisers wouldn't allow them into the market. My word. They've invested in stalls. £1 a disc. Gosh. It's repeated all over the country. Perhaps thousands of car boot sales. Thank you once again, Jeff, for telling people where to get their pirated software. Software theft will become a growth industry. Well... And you know what makes the industry become a growth industry? You, the consumer. If you didn't buy it, they wouldn't be able to sell it. And you know you are buying stolen goods. Indeed. Oh, you use all kinds of excuses to rationalise your actions. Some of you say software is too expensive, and this is your way of fighting back. Some of you say you wouldn't have bought the software anyway, so you're not really harming real sales. Some of you just like the feeling of breaking the law and getting away with it. Well, the law of the land can usually just slap piracy outfits on the wrist. The general public is bound to think the offence isn't such a big deal. Indeed. Wow, but like the worldwide drugs problem, where catching and punishing the pushers and the large organisations who supply them has had no great effect, catching and punishing the people who either counterfeit software or sell counterfeit software is just as difficult. Oh dear. Oh dear. We need to educate people that buying stolen goods is wrong. Oh dear. Oh no, I'm getting some messages in chat saying that I need to stand up. Hang on a moment. You can read the rest of what Jeff is saying here on your own. I will attempt to stand up here. Hang on. Oh. And if anybody else wants to join me in trying to stand up, or indeed succeeding in standing up, then they can do so. Ouch. Oh gosh, self-care time indeed. And also, standing up was on the agenda, and also having a bit of a drink was on the agenda. Which I have done. So therefore I can mark those off on there. So let us see here. Yeah. Amiga graphics go 64-bit. Wow. If you thought that the 32-bit was the ultimate in the Amiga technology, then think again. Blittersoft has some leading-edge hardware, so it's a graphics card, which is based around new 64-bit Alpine graphics set. Look at all these colours you can get, or 16.7 million colours, and resolutions ranging from 6040 to 480 to a massive. Oh, well, it says here 128, but I'm guessing that's 1280. But yeah. So you can buy it for 350 quid or 400 quid, depending on how much RAM you need in it. I was going to look at this because obviously what they're saying here, and usually I wouldn't be interested in football, but you can see that this football person has on them a logo, which is not usually it's not going to be in effect anymore. When it says here, Chelsea are about to issue a writ against Commodore over what they claim is a bonus owed to them for reaching the FA Cup final last season. Unless Commodore cough up a rumoured £114,000, Chelsea have stated they will have the company wound up, as if Commodore aren't wound up enough at the moment, effectively shut down. Excuse me. They paid £1.2 million to have the Amiga logo splashed across the football team. Wow. A 5-year deal was extended after 3 years but was terminated at the end of last year following Commodore's continued cash flow programmes. However, Chelsea managed to reach the FA Cup final and now due a bonus payment as part of the deal. The debt is not in question, said Alan Shaw here. The money was due at the end of last season. We have not been paid. I believe the bonus was insured and that Commodore has been paid, but it's not been passed on to us. Ah, dear. I haven't seen this terminology before. Chelsea are in the... don't believe Chelsea are in any position to have the company wound up. I've never seen wound up be used in that way. But there we go. Oh, look, you got clocks and things over here. Let's just have a look at these. Special limited edition limited edition of a free Microprose travel alarm clock inside each one of our specially marked games. Look, oh, it's basically XCOM, or the first XCOM here, UFO Enemy Unknown, and some of these other ones about war. You can get this fancy. Oh, choose from 16 different titles. There we go. But look at these. You can get these fancy, foldable, wallet-sized clocks. And all good independent stores, indeed. What do we have over here? Anything interesting? What's Tim saying? Rendering, ray tracing, computer graphics. All your efforts are okay. They're quite pretty, really, but they're not really great art, are they? Equally, they're not dead sheep in formaldehyde. Obviously, that's current events at this time, which I didn't find in my information. Looking up things, but that was a known art piece, which I can't think of who made it or even what it might have been called, but that was an art piece, wasn't it? I've just emerged from a conversation in a trendy London bar with two artists regarding the nature of new technology versus art. Okay. Damien Hirst, yes, that seems about right. There's a valid argument at the moment that Mac or silicon graphics indeed does not constitute technology. These are art machines. These machines are now palettes on which great art could be produced. However, the Amiga, yes, I had one of those once, remember Rainbow Islands? That was a classic. Does not come up to the standard. Of course it does. Anything that you can make art on is a machine for doing art. Ah, dear me. Frankly, I was annoyed. Well, yeah, they're just silly. That much of what appears in the gallery is great art. Over its long history, I doubt anything could be considered world-shaking. The assumptions being made by the established setup is it could never happen. Anyway, has your mouse clicked the proverbial bucket? Then get on the blower, which means telephone, if you don't know, to Wizard Developments, to ultra-cheap replacement Amiga mice. Or as I call them here, mouse controllers. A 400 DPI mouse or a high-resolution clog-free optical mouse. So they say conventional 400 DPI, they say high-resolution, but they don't say what the DPI is for that. And look how ergonomic these look. Amazing. So, some Psygnosis stuff is this here. And other things. Let's see. Ooh, run the risk. So yes, is the risk chips that they've been talking about all this time. Let's see what we have over here. A new generation, super fast, super sexy, and super everything else. Amigas are destined to rise from the ashes of Commodore. Well, I don't know how much did. So yeah, RISC is reduced instruction set computing. And let me see if I can find out the information here. I can't see what it says here. But the PC's 32-bit Pentium chip is the apex of CISC-based performance. Possibly due to like central... No, reduced instruction set, complex instruction? I don't know what. Conventional instruction set, maybe, is what they mean by that. But yeah, it is basically what it says. It's a reduced construction instruction set, so basically it can do things faster, but not necessarily. It can't do the complicated things better because it doesn't have specific things programmed into the silicon for it. The first next generation console to use RISC technology is Panasonic's powerful but overpriced 3DO. Oh, Panasonic did 3DO. Okay. No, at least that's my understanding of how RISC works and stuff like that. And I couldn't read all of this, but it's a lot to read, and it's basically just about some chips. So yeah, it's worth taking a risk. Gosh, they've got all the puns here, haven't they? Let's see what they say in their jargon busters thing down here, though. A type of processor that sacrifices a complex instruction set for a smaller subset of instructions that it can perform quickly. Although RISC programs are usually larger, they perform much faster than similar programs running on a conventional processor. It really depends what you're doing with it, doesn't it? Because obviously, yeah, there we go. It's complex instruction set computing is what they deemed it to be. But really, it depends on what you're doing. Because if, say, for instance, I don't know if this is a general thing which would be in a thing, but it's like if you had a square root operation in your complex instruction set chip here, then you could just send like a number to it and it would feedback the square root like the next clock cycle. And so that'd be like very fast. But obviously, if you have a reduced set, you might not have that square root function in it, and so you'd have to do all the complex maths to iterate over things and do that. So it'll take many more clock cycles to do it. But because it's reduced instruction sets, it can do those operations a little bit faster, possibly. And so yeah, it's there's a trade-off, and it depends on what kind of computing you're doing, really. So Windows NT, rather than rewrite the Amiga's own operating system, Commodore, who's Commodore, have opted to use Microsoft's newest operating system, Windows NT, which is a true 32-bit operating system designed to be portable. Yep. So there we go. Subscribe. Look, you can get a bunch of stuff. You can get a free game and a free video. So you can get Yo Joe or North and South and F-16 Combat Pilot and Terminator. Then you can get the Amiga Format tutorial video. Amazing. And all these other videos they have as well. See, feel, try and buy the latest Amiga products for Xmas. Well, you might be able to see a CD32. Oh gosh. So this is the world of Amiga, and they have apply for advance tickets and go into the free draw. Okay, so you go into a draw to get a television, or you can go to see Wet 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 or Meatloaf or Take That or Phil Collins. Okay, well there we go. Spooky. Here comes the Freaky Family video sensation, Adam's Family Values. So there we go. This is actually just the video of Adam's Family Values, which I know some people watching like that film. Let's see, Mortal Kombat 2. I'm just kind of interested in seeing what they kind of give it. Oh, they've changed their rating here. They've put 92% apparently here. It's up. Points are it's deathly, the fluidity of the animation, the ease of pulling off special moves, and the max hertage. And the down points, which are deathly dull, the amount of disk swapping that's required when new characters are selected. So basically, yeah, it's an Amiga. It can't really... It uses, 800 kilobytes floppy disks. So, yeah, especially since these are, like photographs of people doing things, it's going to take a lot more to do that. But this is how we win the official Amiga Format Mortal Kombat 2 coin-op entry form here. So let's see here. Acclaim, Amiga Format and Amiga Power have banded together to bring you the ultimate competition We have a whole working emphasis on working here. Mortal Kombat 2 coin up to give away to one of our lucky readers for free. So let's see here. You have to answer the questions correctly. So who knows a lot about Mortal Kombat 2? Who's a good fighting game aficionado who can answer these questions for us? Does anybody know anything or much about Mortal Kombat 2? Answer all the questions correctly if at all possible. Nope. Okay, well, let's see what they ask. Which Mortal Kombat 2 character uses a rope and a spear to harpoon his opponents? Well, I think that's Scorpion, and that's the get over here catchphrase, isn't it? Let's see. If you have just been hit by a flying fan in the mush, who would you be fighting? So who throws fans around? I can't think of that. Let's see. Which company is responsible for making the legendary coin-op? Could it possibly perhaps be Midway? There's a possibility there. Simultaneous death by Flying Hat and Freezing. Which two characters were having it out? Flying Hat... Oh, gosh. I can't remember the character's name. And Freezing is definitely going to be Sub-Zero, isn't it? Raiden. That'd be the one that I'm trying to figure out. And why the hell should we hand over £2,400 worth of Mortal Kombat 2 coin up to you and keep it short, 30 words or less? Where do I put... Fill in the form below, answer the questions, and pop it in an envelope. It's as simple as that. Sorry, but we can't accept photocopies or written entries. Is this form or not? But if you want to double your chances of winning, why not pick up? Okay. So this form or not, where do we answer the questions and where do we put in this other thing? Is it on the other page, perhaps? The next page? No. So please tell me, Amiga Format, where exactly do we write these 30 words? And I'm not... Yeah, all you have to do is fill in the form below. I mean, you've got name, address, and age there. Answer the questions. Pop it in an envelope. We can't accept photocopies or written entries. Is this form or not? So what I'm understanding, you have to put your 30 words here somewhere? Because really, this is... page 49, it'll be like back to back with this page here, which is completely black. So you couldn't just write it on the back. But I mean, if somebody had to, if you, dear viewer, had to write 30 words about why you should have a Mortal Kombat 2 coin-op, what would those 30 words be? Mine would be, I would like to sell it to get £2,400, I think. I mean, it might be a good game, but I would probably be better off just selling it. So there we go. Excuse me. What's this trying to say here? Why get off to a slow start when you get off to a flying start? Student engineering sponsorship scheme. Which one will you be in when you graduate? I get it. Which one will you be in? Will you be in the red or be in the black? As in, will you have money or not? I don't know which one. Which one's good? Which one's the good? The red or the black? I don't know. As a student, you'll almost certainly gain first-hand experience of that phenomenon that economists call negative cash flow. Black is good. Okay, well, you say you think so. I was going to say I'll take your word for it, but then you don't necessarily know yourself, so that's okay. I will go along with that. Is what I'm trying to say here. Students, tips: you can get a year's fully paid practical engineering training before you start your degree and paid work, proper engineering work, mind you, during summer vacations. And after graduation, the opportunity to join us as a well-paid professional. I just got my student loan, and I bought a lot of Calvin and Hobbes stuff and CDs. and held on to quite a bit of it. Also bought my textbooks and things as well. But yeah, I don't think I actually had a negative cash flow, but technically I still owe the student loans company, but that might not ever, I might not ever be in a situation to be able to pay that back. So, let us see. Cannon Fodder 2. Yeah, they've changed the look of this slightly, haven't they? And they've kind of tried to be a little bit witty with their up points and down points here, haven't they? They've gone George Cross or very cross. More of the same, 90%. So not too bad. It's obviously more of the same is good on their terms because they liked it. So Crystal Dragon. This is a pretty neat little dragon over here. Have we seen this dragon before? I don't know that we have. This is a pretty neat looking dragon. Doing a fiery throw at these little people over here. And there's boats and stuff. And the game looks like this. Gosh, that's frightening, isn't it? Neat. Yeah, football game, not really interested in it. Alien Breed 2, 83%. Let's just look at their puns at least, because, they have promoted or relegated. Oh, gosh, those football-related jokes. Down here for Alien Breed 2 Tower Assault, they have human or aliens. It really is... difficulty curve and one-player mode is incredibly hard. It's much better as a two-player game. Also, there's this person waiting for games on CD. Oh, gosh. Aliens are cooler. Even the adverts are sassing, well, Commodore, or the corpse of Commodore. Waiting for games on CD32. Holding your breath. Breathe a sigh of relief. There are a few here. There's James Pond 2, Robocod, which you can get on your Amiga. There's Morph, which you can get on your Amiga. And there's these two other things which I don't know if you can get on the Amiga, but yeah. Here we go. Look. Merry Christmas to all our customers. They've added some snow to their advert and a Santa. And oh, look, there's some reindeers down here. They look like they're going very fast. Go whoosh along here to Greytronics. I'm not quite sure if I would trust a company called Greytronics. They're like a legal grey area or the grey market or whatever, But apparently they were near Croydon here, or in Croydon. So, I mean, does anybody know, familiar with this area here? We've got George Street, Wellesley Road, Croydon stations here. Look, there's M23 over here and the M25 down here. And look, it's in London. Croydon's about there, apparently. But there we go. Pinball Illusions. So for pinball game, they've gone for flippers, which is the good point, and then dead fish, which I feel is more of a pun on the flippers thing than... And yeah, anyway, it's 88%. It's still more of the same stuff. It's pinball. What do you want? Oh, gosh. Gosh, this pinball game seems to be about pinball. And they seem to have smaller pictures, or am I just seeing this wrong? I'm noticing, like, the pictures they have shown here. We have sexy cop and sexy beachgoers. Ah, gosh. So there we go. Cannon Fodder 2. Lords of the Realm. I don't really like the new way that these pages look. It seems emptier, and not sleek emptier, just a weird emptier. And why do you have this bezel around? around here. England and Wales, they looked yesterday, 300 years ago, probably. I don't know what they're trying to say here, but look. There's things. And we can go abroad, apparently, as well. There we go. So fertile and barren are their ups and downs here about this. Yeah, I don't... The font is not really looking great. I mean, the whole more white space thing going on here is not so great. I mean, I'm sure they're supposed to... These, like, you know, just lines here are supposed to make it look... Oh, this is just sleek designs. We don't have boxes around things. We just have some lines and stuff like that. And it's just not working for me, really. And SimCity 2000, we have the haves and have-nots over here. This has all the features of and excitement of the Mac and PC version. Sadly, it's a lot slower. Oh dear. So let's wiggle this over. It's because it's on the Amiga. You've got to admit that at some point. It's because it's on the Amiga. I know they don't want to admit it, but there. Everything you'd expect in a real-life city, give or take the odd alien spaceship. That's a good alien spaceship right there. And lots of fire as well. You know, it might not have been the alien spaceship which caused the fire. Overlord, which is some kind of plane game. We have soaring and boring as the two things here. Oh, look, it's Zeewolf, which we saw the demo of. What are they saying around here? Armed to the teeth, hungry for prey. There you go. It's a good little wolf with horns, or whatever it is. Here. I just see. Oh, Zeewolf, here we go. And they're given 2 pages to it. So are they going to say... Yeah, Zeewolf is the most talked about and most played games we've ever seen in the Amiga division of Future Publishing, because it was made by people who were part of one of the magazines, but they're not saying that as far as I can see at the moment. Are they going to mention it at all? I'm not seeing it being mentioned, but I'm pretty sure I remember that being the case. So you have the hits and the misses. Oh, come on, that's it's lazy, really. You only regain armor by freeing hostages. If there aren't any tough, enemy units appear as red dots even when destroyed. Yeah, I did notice that. That's kind of like slightly annoying. Oh gosh, we've gone down a bit here. Where are we? Gosh, we've gone down quite a bit here. Hang on. Here we are, Zeewolf. Oh gosh, what is this? Oh, it's Gordon Harwood. Wow, only 2 pages this time for Gordon Harwood, and a different look. Look. Why not facts in capitals for some reason? Our sales team for a quick quote. Call us. We're always keen to offer you great deals on everything for your Amiga. Wouldn't you just trust these people? Yeah, they got little Santas and things around, so they haven't kind of completely given up on. Yeah, here's some more little Santas here. One of Santa being sneaky over here. Books. Look at this, they have a little bookworm there. Snake. Oh gosh. More, that's another little Santa, but we've seen that one before. Some bells and things around. So yeah, they've changed their look a little bit here. Oh, here we go. There's Santa using a reindeer to go air skiing? I don't know. Anyhow, Fields of Glory. See some kind of like battle simulator thing. There's victors and losers. Yeah, getting a bit lazy on those now. Oh, Aladdin. Got a 2-pager going on here. And let's see. The Amiga version looks like this. Which I think the backgrounds look like they're suffering a little bit. But maybe that's just the scan. I don't know. They got genies and demons as their ups and downs here. Somewhat linear in places, and genre champions out there may find the game a little too easy. And the positives are, it's just like being a real baggy-trousered, sword-wielding little man in a cartoon in Khartoum or somewhere. So yeah, it basically looks like the version I tried to play, which might have been the Super Nintendo version or something, a little while ago. Let's see, Embryo, interesting. Looks like some fly around, shoot stuff kind of game. On different planets, and it's goodies and baddies, but 69%, so that's fairly nice. We have Voyages of Discovery, interesting. We have Treasures and Wrecks. What is this? It's a high seas sail to new worlds and trade, so it's trading, some kind of trading game where you get to recruit people in a pub and point at maps and things. And they give it 80%. Some tedious game mechanics hinder the player. Limited sound effects. No serial link to play in real time. Okay. Our cash dispensers are open when your old one isn't. I think your old one refers to your old bank's cash dispensers. But then if they're saying our are open when your old... Or are they talking about this person as being like your parent and therefore being your old one? I was just wondering if that said farts on there. You could say farts. I don't know. But the parent, yeah. It was just kind of... Anyway. Look, at last, a complete post-production solution in one box for mixing computer, 2x video inputs, plus stereo audio. Look, audio mix, pre-fade, noise reduction, level controls. It looks like a neat little thing. But look, you can do things like wipes, fades, chroma keys and stuff. It's pretty neat. Look, you can fade like from the corners or across or something like that, I'm guessing that is. And then you can use the faders here. This is your mix. Channel 1, channel 2, your wipe, split, key mix. So I'm guessing that's going to be for the chroma key. Interesting. So these are sounds on the side. They look... interesting. I would have thought they would have had stereo sound, but it doesn't seem to be there. Anyway. Let us carry on here. Should I do it? I should probably just do it, shouldn't I? Look, Clockwiser. This is a game that I want to play at some point. Gosh. Definitely a game that I would like to have a look at. And do I have it? I think I have it on one of my lists. Oh, gosh, if I spell it right, I'll look for it. Oh, gosh. Thank you. It's like I was thinking that I just didn't say it, and I thought, maybe I should say it. That's okay, it's not spelt the way I thought it was. Wiser. Yes, I do have it down on there, but I might... Yeah, it's not on here. So I might pop it onto here. Oh, gosh. Even if I try to arrange things to make some sense and things like that, then yeah. So we got 39 pennies in the penny jar. We're only one away from having to do the music stream. But obviously, if we do get it before before the end of this week, then it's not going to be the music stream isn't going to be before the end of next week, or this week, I mean, or next week, in fact, because I'm going to be away next week. I probably should say that now. For people who don't know, I am not going to be able to be not going to be able to stream. There we go. That's the words. On Wednesday or Friday of next week. Possibly going to be doing Sunday still, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But yeah, so I won't be around for that. And so the next Amiga magazine things we get in will be a couple of weeks, as I say, health permitting, of course, and such like that. But we are here at the moment today looking at this, so here we go. Yeah, so more cheats and guides and things like that here. So let us move on. Looks Amiga Battle of Words. Oh, this is various different word processors, and they knew. I don't know if I want to zoom in down here. I possibly don't. I might, in fact, just like to skip past. Yeah, they knew that word processors weren't going to be an easy sell, so they decided to put some attractive ladies all over it. So let's see here. Oh, yeah, okay, they haven't changed over to the just up and down thing here, but it probably makes more sense for them to be a bit more specific about hardware and stuff like that. The squirrel can suss it, can you? I don't know, that squirrel looks a bit sus to me. Quad speed, oh, win. CD-ROM, my word. Even if you have no idea, why not have a go? If you can work out from the 2 clues on this page what our brand new package is, and you tell us on a postcard before the end of November, we'll enter your name in a prize draw. Okay, 2 clues on this page. Mr. Nuts? I don't know. Moving on. Oh, gosh. A Wavemaker 3D special effect. Look at these 3D special effects here. Wow. Also, you can have things moving around in different ways on the screen, like motions, and other things that you can have do things, and other 3D special effects. It says here, sparks. Oh look, Total Guitar. I don't think I bought this one. I mean, I bought various different Total Guitar magazines, but I didn't buy this one, I don't think. They have the CD, most in-depth reviews, best tutorial section, power picking, master sweep picking. That's why I've never mastered it. I didn't get this disc. Not the only reason, of course. Video backup system. Wait, backing up your hard drive. So you back it up to tape or something then? Back up your hard disk. Video backup system. Back up your content, hard disk to tape, yes. So it uses VHS. Interesting. I don't know how much I'd rely on the quality of this. Let's see. What else do we have here? Weird science CD-ROMs. What's weird about them? We have Amos, gosh, I'm sure Amos PD library. Wow. You have clip art, a bunch of clip art and stuff. I don't know what's necessarily weird about it. Or is that what they're called? They're called Weird Science, okay. Right, okay. What is going on over here? Oh, it's a... that poor monitor. Poor monitor. Anyhow. Down. CD sensation. Launch your Amiga into a whole new world of software spanning hundreds of megabytes with CD-ROM software. Wow. Looking at a Zappo CD-ROM or a Gasteiner or a tandem controller, or a bunch of other things. And these are things you can buy. You can buy frozen, Fred fish. That makes sense. So they're basically the PD library on a disc here and stuff like that. Fractals on a disc. Wow. Sounds terrific by Weird Science, who we just saw up there. 1.2 gigabytes of music-related programs and files. Packed with Amiga IFF samples. There we go. And music programs such as Pro Tracker and such. So that'd be neat to have, or at least would have been neat to have at the time. Got some fonts and clip arts and things like this. You know, I do think they should have maybe looked at differentiating their products a little bit better. Because really the difference that there is here is this rather hard to read text which has fonts, and this one which has clip arts. Oh, and there's another difference. This one has some clip art on the front of it. And yeah, the other one was here. Sounds terrific. Yeah, that's a 2 CD set. There we go. Space and astronomy. Nice. If it's worth storing, data store it. Create your own library with data store. Indeed. Oh look, PD update. There's not at all copyright infringing Beavis and Butthead thing here. Oh, God, apparently breaking the lawn. Oh dear. So yeah. There we go. Oh, Cave Run, that's a good one. Did we see that already? We might have seen that already. It didn't look like this when I played it. But it was called Cave Runner, so maybe this is not the one I was thinking of. We might have played that. It might have been on a cover disc somewhere. Let's see what else we have. We have, oh yes, this one. But you don't need to buy it because it's on the... Oh, if you had got the subscriber disc, then you wouldn't need to buy it. But yeah, otherwise. There's this Wiz 2. So yeah, this is like Wizzy's Quest, which I don't know if I've played that either. Oh dear. Tutankhamun, explore the treasures of King Tut's burial chamber without having to leave your armchair. There you go. What else do we have here? I just got very confused by looking at the wrong part and thought, why is that in there? But it's not. It's just one of my bookmarks that I looked at accidentally and thought, that's a strange thing to have in an Amiga magazine. But anyway, I digress. We have the PD demo zone. This has stuff happening. It's not an animation, apparently. It's just a single picture, which I can't quite make out what's going on. I think these are like spaceships. This is obviously where the spaceships land. Okay, this is one of the spaceships, it looks like. What else do we have here? We have whatever this is here. Somebody dragging a backpack with a monitor in it. Okay. It's a stereogram apparently somewhere, but this is not it. This is a fractal, it seems. I don't know what's happening there. What else we have? Imagine. This effect looks a lot better when everything moves. It definitely looks a little gaudy there at the moment. Explore. This is an animation in silhouette against a surreal sky. Okay. And then we also have some furry art, it seems, as well. Despite the NAS sequences and tiresome scaled image effects, the artwork is excellent. Is this some kind of moth? I think that's a moth. I can't be quite sure, actually. It looks like it has hooves, so it might be just a combination of animals. Terminator. Is this demo blasphemous and offensive, or an astute juxtaposition of cultural reference in a tongue-in-cheek vein? It all depends on your point of view. So what is this Terminator? Let's find that. An animated, contrived version of Terminator. From a Polish group called Unscrew and Sir. It kicks off with a slick, improvised version of the original movie titles. This is Terminator meets Little Red Riding Hood and Bugs Bunny with a little warped epistemal, whatever that is, thrown in for good measure. It entertains, amuses, and even manages to ever so slightly shock the viewer, like when the Terminator throws a cute and fluffy little kitten through the window of the local gun shop. Okay, so that probably won't shock you unless you remember the Animal Liberation Front or the RSPCA or something. I'm sure you don't have to be a member of any of those to be maybe slightly offended if a real cat was thrown out of a window. But just in animation, maybe. But anyhow. The image of the wolf crucified at the end of the demo is more out of place than blasphemous. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of weird stuff on that one, it seems. Moving on. Back issues. Remember all these issues of Amiga Format? We've been through these. Remember them. You may or may not. Look, some more clip arts and softwares and things like that. I've just noticed this one up here. It's like, stuff Commodore forgot. Workbench 3 is good, but I'm sure that's supposed to be Workbench. Commodore forgot to include a few things like a virus killer, decent text editor, a few leisurely games, and other stuff though. Bathing babes. Great. Look, some more... yeah. Oh, Adult Vision CD as well up there. But moving on. We have a control pad. Oh my. Look at this thing. Competition Pro. Super CD32. Oh, it's a CD32 control pad. Look at all those switches on it. I'm guessing these are like auto fire for each of these buttons. And then other things? Or auto fire for these buttons? Oh, turbo fire, auto fire, and slow motion features. Okay. Well, there we are. You wouldn't want to stand on that, would you? I think it would be a little bit uncomfortable. Master the world of your imagination. Pixel 3D. Remember this? We managed to do something with it last time. Look. You can look like you've made a plane flying through Blanche. Or, ooh, some cars. And the tiger. Guessing that's what you import into it to make a 3D thing, but okay. Some Workbench stuff. Let's see. What does this say? I am 13 years old in February. I will be choosing which subjects to take at school. I'd like to be a games programmer and start my own company or join an existing one. What are the best subjects to take? I'm going to buy Amos for its ease of use, but when I get used to the basic language, I'll get Blitz Basic too. Please answer my letter. I won't know what subjects to take, and my life could be a disaster, and it would be all Amiga Format's fault. I don't want to be responsible for screwing up your education, so this device is now officially covered by Amiga Format health warning. If you're interested in pursuing a career in computing, it's a good idea to take maths, physics, and computer studies. Maths and physics are good choices because if you go on to do A-levels, you can get into virtually any scientific university course with these. Indeed. But your brain will go horrible if you do nothing but science, so I would recommend taking a subject like history, or maybe art as well. Oh, dear me. There we go. This is also going to break through the barriers of our imagination. Look, my imagination has been debarriered. Or something. Better by design. Oh, this is the page setter thing. This is how to set things out onto a page. What else do we have? Paint tutorial. Look, you can make gradients. Nice. Bigger, harder, faster. Got a new hard disk changer and Amiga beyond recognition. Dear me. Anyway. Octamed. Yes, more Octamed stuff here. Let's see. Blitz Basic. Oh, this is a funky little ship. I like this. It can be as tall as you like, on 32 pixels across. I think it can be as tall as you like because it's a hardware sprite, and that means that you can't put two of them next to each other, but you can stack them up because you can effectively put one at the top of the screen, and then when the scan lines go below it, you move the sprite lower, and so it looks like it's taller. If you understood that. But there we go. What else do we have? Virtual coffee mornings. What is this for? Comms. Interesting. Oh, it's a mosaic. So the Amiga version of that mosaic browser here. And this is what apparently cyberstore.ca/Greenpeace. With a lot of broken images, it seems. Brush up on your Japanese with the info page on the World Wide Web, ntt.jp. Okay, look, you can get a MIDI version of the national anthem, possibly. Oh, great. Some geography stuff here as well. Amazing. What's this? Ask the Oracle. Do you have any questions? If you're unsure about anything, then just ask the Oracle, which is located on the internet at oracle@cs.indiana.edu. To ask it a question, send it a message with the subject line, "Tell me." To have the Oracle ask you a question, simply send a message with the subject line, "Ask me." For instance, I sent the Oracle the following question: why do I find it so difficult to get up in the mornings? It replied, "Do you feel sleepy all day? Have you had 10 hours of sleep a night?" 10 hours? Who gets 10 hours? Do you feel an itching sensation when you wake? Not that I noticed. If you have all these symptoms, then the explanation for your laziness is dire indeed. You have been abducted by aliens. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, moving on. Let's see. This is 3D modelling, and some good 3D models here. Imperial Star Destroyer. We have an Eagle spacecraft. Oh, the Eagle from Space 1999, apparently it says there. A gay deceiver? My word. What? This object is modelled on the Gay Deceiver vessel on the cover of The Number of the Beast by Robert Heinlein. I'm missing something there slightly, I feel. It's like a telescope, I get it. Yeah, telescope, here we go. What else do we have here? The mailbag, is anybody saying anything? What's going on? We'd all like to know that, really. Commodore are tight-lipped about sales. Well... Does CD32 software not sell or what? Yes, it sells. Amiga CD titles are continually appearing in the CD-ROM charts, but there are a damn sight more PC owners buying CD titles than there are CD32 owners. Well, there you go. When is the Amiga portable computer coming out? Well. Let's see, anything else look any good to look over? Oh, we still have David Pleasance over here. Maybe he's actually going to answer some questions now that he's possibly able to answer some questions about about Commodore. But probably not. I'm not holding out any hope for it. Nothing's really sticking out here as well. So let's see. What are people asking? Or what are the people who've been vetted by Amiga Format asking? David Pleasance here. 14-year-olds and they've been saving for ages a CD32. There's a power glove coming out for the CD32. Is this true or false? CD32 add-on coming on to that. My favourite game is Body Blows Galactic, and I saw Rise of the Robots on Bad Influence a few months ago. Do you happen to know when it'll be out on CD32 and how much it will cost? It's really not down to this person. Unfortunately, I can't shed any light on the rumour regarding the Power Glove. It certainly is not a product we will be manufacturing. You can shed light on it. The light you can shed onto it is not a product you'll be manufacturing. Oh dear. When we are successful with our bid for Commodore, we have plans to launch a CD add-on for the A1200. Gosh. There we go. It's due for release. The Rise of the Robots is due for release in November. Will cost this much. So do you know when it will be out on CD32 and how much it will cost? Okay, so this is when it will be out and this is how much it will cost. Gosh, I don't know how many Amigas have been sold. Perhaps you could tell us. But I do know that Amiga owners that I have spoken to remain loyal despite the recent difficulties. However, I feel the new improved Amiga is needed to show commitment to the future. I suggest a 28 megahertz 68020. That's one of the Motorola ones, I imagine there. A graphics processor can do 640 by 512 with no flicker. Sound 16-bit 4-channel. This is the same. It could be upgraded slightly here. And whatever here. IDE devices. There we go. Mid-tower. Keyboard cherry click. And 499. You don't specify what area you want to know the Amiga figures for. It's over 5 million units. I'm glad to hear from yet another source that those owners remain loyal to the Amiga family. I can't tell the exact price of specification at the present time. There are new machines development planned for release sometime next year. What I can tell you is they are higher spec and some will be substantially more powerful than anything which is currently planned by our competitors. Well, that's the way things go, isn't it really? Okay, apparently this is Madonna here. And we have, the DMA design is giving away a graphics tablet. Please indicate clearly if you don't want your details passed on to DMA. We have Project ACO, some anime thing over here. Fatality. Oh gosh. A murder. Flower, indeed. Very flower-like. What is this? Oh gosh. Orc Warrior. Hard Girl. Oh wow, look. Although the perspective on the girl's face is not quite correct, the image still works extremely well. Oh, it says hard on the gun as well. And the Screamer, indeed. A disturbing picture that lends itself to purely monochrome palette extremely well. Indeed. Here we go. Oh dear. Moving on. Glad tidings of great joy. This is what's in the next issue here. Especially for the Christmas festivities, we've parcelled up the biggest and brightest issue of Amiga Format this year. When you finish stuffing yourself with turkey and mince pies, why not put your feet up with your favourite Amiga Mag? It's probably the best present you've ever had. Not only will this issue be massive, but we have 3, yes, that's 3 glittering cover discs, namely the brilliant programming language Amos Professional, worth £50. I saw it listed as £30 somewhere. Plus 2 exclusive games. You'll have to wait to find out what they are, because even we don't know. And for those cynical Scrooges out there who think the Amiga is dying, Steve Jarrett takes a look at the hundreds of Amiga games being released this Christmas. It's a cracker. Well, it doesn't matter if there's software for it. It's the hardware that I think most people are actually concerned about here. But anyway, yes, the next issue here, the January issue, is actually going to be available on December the 15th. So, as I said, there's a little bit of a mismatch of dates there. But yeah, and that's it. Well, I certainly waffled a lot more on Friday, didn't I? Gosh, well, I came into this a bit tired. I'm not too bad at the moment, but probably shouldn't push things too far. I kind of slightly feel my voice getting a bit tired there. So I think I will be wrapping things up here. I should be back on Friday, health permitting, as always. So Friday, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing on Friday. Obviously, I don't know if I'm going to go into what do you call it? Link to the Past. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. As I said, starting Bug Snacks seems a little bit of a not a thing to do because, as I said, I won't be around next week, and so it'll be like 2 weeks after this Friday when I'll be able to pick it up again. So we might as well start on maybe that Friday and have a look and see what it's like. Yeah, I mean, there's a few things which I could look at, but I don't have a definite idea of budget high. Very good. So somebody remembered about the budget high. Thank you, Stally. But yeah, there's some things I could look at depending on how I feel. But I don't have anything definite at the moment. But obviously, I'll have to make a decision by Friday if I'm well enough to do a stream and such. So thank you everybody for dropping by. I will probably play the new song to count us out here. Oh, I forgot to play the My Amiga thing on the intro. We've heard that enough. You know what the My Amiga song is like. Yeah. So I'll play my new song here. And then I will say goodbye. So thank you everybody for dropping by, as I say, and I shall see you next time. Bye everybody. Bye bye.